All right, guys. Sorry about the late start time. Just had to get some lunch because it's a gonna be a long day. Just finishing that up, going to the bathroom, and now we're good to go. After that wild game, that wild comeback with Birmingham pulling off the largest comeback in UFL history, we're underway here. Howard down to the 33-yard line. Nothing to score early on in this one between St. Louis and Memphis. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps out on the channel. 80% you ride with the Battlehawks to win this game. They win this game. They've got a pretty good chance to make the playoffs with 3 weeks to go. Memphis eliminated officially if they lose this game. But the Battlehawks, they win this game. It's their 5th win of the season. And Arlington is in 3rd. They got 3. So it'll be a good spot for them. Duggan steps up. He's going to roll out. He's going to take off and run to the 30, 25. Sets in around Chambers to the 10, 5. Duggan dives to the 2-yard line. Just a bagel. Just a bagel. Gain of 31 for Duggan. How's it going, Kev? Welcome back in. Max Duggan, maybe not the most accurate thrower in the world, but when he gets off and he starts running, watch out. There are a few quarterbacks more dangerous than him when he starts doing that. Duggan saw the opening after the block set by Donovan West, the right guard, and they took the angle around Steel Chambers, and down to the 2-yard line goes Duggan on the run. Back-to-back big runs, one by Jarving and Howard, and one by Max Duggan. 1st and goal. Tight end Sutherland in motion. Now lined up as a blocker. One on the top, one on the bottom. The give to Howard. There's a flag on the play. Howard's going to lose 2. My favorite foods: pizza, pancakes. It's a lot of carbs. Grilled cheese, bagel. False or illegal formation. Back it up 5 yards. 1st and goal to 7. And what would my other one be? I don't know what my other one would be. I've got like a bunch of options. Like grapes, M&Ms. Probably M&Ms, actually. Probably M&Ms. Yeah, that's probably my top 5. Yeah, what a choke by Houston. Yep, there's a risk versus Johnson. Yep, that was an indictment on Johnson, that game. That was an indictment on Johnson. Duggan to keep himself on the read option. Duggan gets down to the 7. I mean, they barely ran the ball that second half. They barely ran the ball. And they tried to establish absolutely nothing. I mean, they had that big run earlier when Grayson was in motion, and they gave it to White. And then just never called that play again. They never did anything like that. NJ's pizza, pancakes, grapes, and bananas. Yeah, I'm pretty similar to that. I'm definitely grapes and bananas are my top 10. Single, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Duggan takes a snap. They send 4, fires back in the end zone, wide open, but underthrown and almost intercepted. Had a guy wide open in the back of the end zone, but Steel Chambers is able to bat that ball down as it was massively underthrown. A little air on that one. That's an easy touchdown. As there was no one, I repeat, no one on Frank Darby, the ASU wideout, in the end zone. Third and goal. QB draw, Duggan in the end zone. Breaks the tackle from Eric Gower, and he's in for the touchdown. The Battlehawks take the early lead. It is a home game for Memphis, but there are more Battlehawk fans than Showboat fans in the stands. A lot of fans making the trip. Yeah, thanks for waffles. I'm with you there. They're going to go for 1 from the 2. Memphis mathematically eliminated with a loss. St. Louis up by 2 games with 3 to go if they win this one. Duggan does it with his legs. At the top of the screen is Butler. Motioning as a blocker is Sutherland. In the pistol. The give to Howard, makes a tackle and is in the end zone. The 1-point try is good. Kean Ellis got there but couldn't wrap him up. And the Battlehawks lead 7-0 with 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Favorite kind of pizza? Just plain cheese. Plain cheese pizza. Yeah, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Really helps out on the channel. And donation, get your question right away. We are doing the Phil's Guards game later tonight, so it is a long, long day of streaming. So I'm not sure if we're doing overtime as a result. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Appreciate all you guys being here. For this big game for the Battlehawks. Looking to win their third straight. Cheese, 3 meats. Ooh. Her meat lovers pizza is pretty good. It's not my kind of thing. Yeah, finish the... Well, that's not the octopus. Wait, that's not, wait. No, that's not the octopus. Octopus if the same player scores. That was a 1-point conversion. That was a 1-point conversion. So it was only 7-0. And Howard got the 1-point try, but it was Duggan who got the touchdown. So that's not octopus. Call is law, baby. Call is the law. Call is law. And if you want to show your support for the Battlehawks, we do have emojis in the chat if you are a member. Best pizza place ever. The best pizza place ever. Oof. For me personally, there's a pizza place in Syracuse. I think Portnoy did a review on it. Now, I was having it for years beforehand because my grandma used to live in Syracuse. We would go there all the time. It's called Mario and Salvo's. It is incredible. What did Mario and Salvo's get on Portnoy? What did they get? Because it was really good. Just let me check what they got. The score was... What was the score that Portnoy gave out? I mean, that's the best place I've had. 7-6. Yeah, that's really good for Portnoy's score. It's really good. Mario and Salvo's is incredible. You ever go to Syracuse? That's the place. That's the place you gotta go to. Best pizza store I am? Depends on what I'm looking for. So, I would say either Via Della, if I want New York pizza, or if I want a sit-down place with bread baskets and jalapenos, and if I want like a wood-fire pizza, Grimaldi's. So, it depends on what I'm looking for. There's a lot of good places. A lot of good places from people that move from New York. Decided, you know, I'm going to make my own pizza place. A lot of good ones. Favorite sports game I'm attended in person. Ooh. If I want takeout, I just go Papa John's. If I'm just delivering. Because another place deliver. Sports game I'm attended in person. I know that my mom and I went to the Jaguars-Ravens 2011 Monday Night Football game. Oh, like eat at home? Oh, you can. Oh, like if you just like pick it up. Oh, you can do that via Della. You can definitely do it via Della. You get a box and just bring it back. I've done that before. If it's like delivery, I just go Papa John's when I'm doing delivery. Because none of the other places do delivery. Papa John's is fine. Papa John's is actually pretty solid around here. Kickoff field at the 5-yard line. Taking to the 20, 25, and down to the 30. That's where Memphis is going to start this drive. Make pizza tonight? I am not because I have a long day of streaming. But at some point I will. Maybe tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet. Prediction on attendance? I think about 6,000, but I think a lot of it's going to be inflated by St. Louis fans who are traveling. So there's a lot of Battlehawk fans in the stands. Cajun shrimp pizza? I've never had Cajun shrimp pizza. I didn't know that was a thing, but seeing it's Louisiana, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. First and 10 ball at the 30-yard line. One at the top, two at the bottom. Dresser win, the quarterback. Takes the snap. So he sent 4, swings it out to his running back. That ball is caught by Prince, but St. Louis all over that. Loss of 3. Willie Harvey on the takedown alongside Lucas Dennis. Brings up 2nd and 7. And it's under a 4-hour drive from St. Louis to Memphis. We know how devoted Battlehawk fans are. There's a lot of them that made the trip. Remember dinner then? I don't know. Might just heat up microwave pancakes. Or make grilled cheese. I just do that. Because pizza takes a while to make. Pizza is like a whole, like, it takes an hour to make. They hand off here, so I gotta have the time to do it. And that'll be a nice gain on the run. Wes Hills. Down to the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 2. After the gain of 11. This game over on ESPN. If you want to watch ABC, got some shooty hoops. They got the basketball game on. One at the top, two at the bottom. They give up the middle. Got a yard. Going to be shy of the sticks. Wes Hills. Still 1 yard shy at the 39-yard line. Decision time here for Memphis. No, I'm having dinner. Just not having pizza. Not having pizza, but I'm having dinner. Oh, I must have something. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. They give up the middle. I'm not sure he got there. He did not get there. No yards on the play. Dress when they come to the UFL, dress or lose. Well, right now, the Showboats are losing. And it's going to get even worse for them as that's a 4th down stop. Hills gets nothing on that one. And the Battlehawks will take over in Memphis territory. I have no idea what I'm having yet. I have no idea. It's a long ways away. It's only 12 o'clock by me, so I have no idea what I'm having. Depends how long the Phil's Guards game goes. I have to do other stuff. I have no idea. But the handoff gets nothing. Harvey on the stop. That barely made it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops on 3rd and short and 4th and short on the ground. And 1st down at the 39-yard line. Duggan gives it off. It goes to Sailors. He'll get 2. Brought down by Lance Boykin. Battlehawks need to change the name if the NFL bought the rights to the name since legal rights to Seahawks. Fiction on that. I think the branding is so strong and the merchandising potential is incredible. The name is unique enough. I don't think they have to change the name. I don't think they would have to change it, Johnster. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you, man. I don't think they have to change it. I mean, baseball's got the Red Sox and the White Sox. And that works out fine. Because it's an established name already, I think they'd be okay. 2nd and 8. They send 4. Duggan pump fakes, now throws it to Pearson. The former Sea Dragon will be thrown down behind the line for a loss of 2, maybe 3. Brought down by Josiah Bronson. Brings up 3rd and 11. Yeah, it's only lunchtime, I mean. Like, I literally just had a bagel for lunch. So, that was what the delay was on stream because the other game ran long, and I'm like, I need to have a bagel. 6-1 Cardinals, meanwhile, over the Nats. Their winning streak looks like it's going to continue. It's Arenado. Knocks his 4th home run of the season. 3rd down. So good time for St. Louis fans. Cards up 6-1. Battlehawks up 7-0. And we got a neutral zone infraction on Jalen Allen, it looks like. So move it up. 3rd and 6. How's it going, Golden Steel? Appreciate you tuning in. Again, for anyone just joining us, we do have emojis in the chat. Share support for either one of the teams, the Showboats or the Battlehawks. We got the emojis in there. Last July, I've never had LJ's Pizza. I've never even heard of that place. I'm not out of Mesa a lot, but LJ's Pizza. Next time I'm out of Mesa, let me see. LJ's Pizza. Sounds Battlehawks to the NFL. I mean, if they get a team that could like carry over the branding. Bird discovered Dresser Wayne talk, and he and Grossi talk about the origin of the name. I don't know the origin of the name. 3rd and 6. Out route, incomplete. Bad throw by Duggan looking for Pearson. So the Memphis defense will hold. And that should send Blankenship out for a field goal try. That's why the encroachment was huge. Because now it's a makeable 52-yard field goal. It is makeable. Let's see. Let's see on Yelp the photos. Looks solid. Looks solid. The 23 class had been weaker. Duggan would have gotten drafted earlier. It'd still be in the NFL. I don't know. 33-yard try. Kick is up by Blankenship. It's money. He'll get called by the NFL at some point. 10-0. Battlehawks lead by 2 scores. Blankenship perfect this season. On the money on that one from 50 plus. No issue there. Yes, Sabu died. Yep. He died. This way we didn't have a similar name Cabinet. Oh, that's great. I would name him All I Do Is. That's what I would. That's what I name. That's what I would name is him. The song would be All I Do Is. So it'd be All I Do Is Win. 10-0 the score. It's a 3 and out, but because of the good field position, they are able to get some points. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, Kurt Rambis is good. There you go. $1:53 to go. It's been all St. Louis in this first quarter. None of that means anything, seeing as we saw what happened with the Houston game. They were up by 19 points. And lost earlier today. We've seen some crazy comebacks in the UFL this week. So what happened in the Michigan game against Arlington. So what happened earlier today. But so far, so good for St. Louis. Kick field at the 10-yard line. Taken out to the 20, 30, and brought down the 32-yard line. Eric Yarr on the return. First down for Memphis at the 32. Get a donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see every donation counts toward you make the call. How much decide which game we're calling. Twins, Orioles, Red Sox, Tigers, or White Sox, Reds. Which game are we doing? Nuggets would know whether to throw in the Mavs is going through the toughest road to get the ring. It depends on who they play in the conference finals. And the NBA finals. NBA will be better with 8 teams? Yes. Fact. Screen pass caught. Makes him miss to the 35 and down to the 39-yard line out of bounds. Called a gain of about 5. Flag comes in late. It's going to be for a block. Eli still on the grab. The game 4 about to start. Yep. Houston has to win to make the playoffs. Yep. They need a lot of help. They got off to too late of a start. 400 to start, 650 on the Panthers, 1.2K on the Cavs. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a gain of 5, but it's going to be holding on the offense. So back it up 10 yards. And that's the last thing Memphis needed, was to be starting a long situation. Jonathan Adams getting called for the penalty there, as he was grabbing the shoulder pad of Lucas Dennis all the way. So back it up a little bit. Yeah, plot picture is... It's actually funny. It was so neck and neck. The plot picture was so neck and neck. There was so much parity, but if St. Louis wins, it's pretty much decided barring anything crazy. Just a matter of home field and whatnot, but it's pretty much decided the 4 teams if St. Louis wins this game. Got everyone this. How does it come back? Got bet happy? Ooh. I wonder what the live odds were when they were around 25-6. I didn't check. One of the top 3 at the bottom. Motioning a Stove. Swing pass, that ball's caught by his back. It's Prince, and he'll go down to the 35-yard line, or 25-yard line, I should say. Gain of 3. Callahan O'Reilly on the tackle brings up 2nd and 17. Play scenarios like this team makes it if they win out. This other team wins exactly 2 and loses exactly 1. These other 2 games end ties. Oh, I love those scenarios. I love those wackadoodle ones where you need multiple ties, you need point differential, you need like this team to win, but not if this team wins. 2nd and 17, read option, win. Makes the right decision to keep it because it would have been a loss of 1, but it's not going to get a whole lot there. Down to the 28, 29-yard line. Cameron Kelly forced him to go down, brings up 3rd and long. Who wins spring this week? I'm not even sure who's running in it because Sovereignty's not running. So I don't even know who's running in the race. We just feel whenever the Cowboys make questionable moves or Jerry says something stupid, I replay the Congrats Cowboys from 2024 where Tree laughs hysterically. Oh, it's not just you. It's not just you. That is evergreen. Evergreen content. It's the key to winning at YouTube. And that is evergreen. While getting hit on the throw, caught, breaks a few tackles, somehow going, Loxley refuses to go down to the 40-yard line on the drag route. Gain of 32 yards. Kai Loxley. Just his 5th grab of the season. It was behind him. Gets by O'Reilly. And then the Battlehawks, you just got to use the sideline as the extra defender. Who wins the NBA Finals? I got the Celtics. Doesn't just push him out. We go to the end of the first quarter. And it's going to be 10-0, but Memphis, some momentum on their side after that big grab into plus territory. Johnster with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Fact or fiction? WNBA surpasses MLS in popularity in the next 5 years. That one's tough. Because on one hand, the Apple TV deal absolutely sucks in terms of getting MLS fans, in terms of getting newer fans into MLS. There's a paywall. It's not good. The ratings are going down for MLS. Well, for WNBA, they're going up. On the other hand, you got the World Cup bump that's going to come in 26. Assuming a good performance for the USA, there will be a World Cup bump. Man. The ratings have been good for women's basketball as of late. It's on the up. MLS is on the down because they botched the Apple TV deal in terms of growing the game internationally, but at the cost of well, the deal's been good for them in terms of like growing their game internationally and making more money. Like the most profitable teams in the world are from MLS. Like MLS, of the 50 most valuable clubs in the world for soccer, 19 of them are MLS teams. The Premier League's got like 8. And they're second. So I'm backing out of the deal. So I'm going to say fact. I'm actually going to say fact on that one. I think the ratings, you just look at the ratings, they're trending upward for WNBA, they're trending downward for MLS. If it wasn't for the Apple TV deal, I would say not even close. Because you got the games easily accessible, you got ESPN, and you've got the World Cup coming up, but I'm thinking in terms of the casual fan, I'm going to say fact. Mostly it's NBC. They need something. They used to have NBC Sports. I don't know what used to do the games there. WNBA has an expiring CBA coming up. There are issues they need to resolve. Absolutely. Hopefully they get it done. They should be able to. I think they know what's at stake. Like, hey, we can't lose this momentum that we've got. So I'm actually going to go fact on that one. From a ratings standpoint, I don't think it's going to be close. From a ratings standpoint, I think WNBA is going to surpass MLS. The only thing is, it's really, a lot of it's dependent on the World Cup. If the USA goes on a big run in the World Cup, semifinals, finals in 26, that changes a lot. Yeah, they have a few players who you can still recognize. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not sure how many the average person can name a single MLS player besides Messi right now. They're able to start Ohio State men's lacrosse 15-6. Wow. Convincing one there. Especially with Becker's coming into the league. Oh, yeah. You're going to have Juju in a few years. You're going to pay attention to Indy 500. How long in the background? UFL never gets popular. Oh, fiction on that. I'd say fiction on that. You just need stability. You just need to show, hey, we're going to be around. We're not going to fold. I think once people realize, hey, wait a second, this league is staying around and not folding, then you'll get popular. But I think people have just been burned so many times by spring football. Hard run there by West Hills. Bowls a few people over down to the 32-yard line. So I say fixture on that. We need the UFL to start passing W in the next 2-3 years. That'd be nice. I mean, we got a lot of people on these streams, which is awesome. This is the #1 place to watch the UFL, and I really appreciate it. But man, can you imagine if I get on the ground floor and this league really takes off? Can you imagine that? Like, that's the beauty of getting on the ground floor of something. Get on the ground floor, you can become #1. Premier League is great on NBC. They do a really good job. Yeah, Watkins coming in 27. Yeah, I'm not sure it's coming in 26. Play action, swing pass by Win. It's caught by Prince. Prince goes down to the 25 for a first down. I did miss the new butt fumble. I did see the highlight of that. I don't regret missing it because that game they went to was nuts. But yeah, I did miss the butt fumble. That would have been a fun moment to call. First attempt at the 25-yard line. Yeah, who's the #1 prospect for 26? I honestly don't know. For WNBA. I honestly don't know who the #1 prospect is. One at the top, two at the bottom. Play action, Win. Stepping up. Have plenty of time. Underthrown. Wide open over the middle field was David Davis, but underthrown ball brings up 2nd and 10. Davis, it's been a quiet season for him. No catches on the year. He's recovering from the injury he sustained during training camp. Or with the Panthers, I should say. So I'm banged up. Out there today. 2nd and 10. Swing past that ball caught by Hills. Hills to the 20-yard line. Gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Before watching you scream out mine because of the replay, safe it. Yep. I couldn't do the game. Yeah, Watkins not eligible 26. Yep. UFL won't fold. I'm gonna say they won't fold. This year they will not fold. I think they're okay this year. Ratings are comfortable. Right, the UFL team that's in our league's gonna trend up. Absolutely. Absolutely. The day every game feels like a Battlehawks game at home. See, the XFL 2020 had the right idea, and then COVID happened. Johnster with another 5. Appreciate you, man, a ton. Thank you so much. They're going to snap off 1 on the clock. They call this play. No, they don't. Timeout on the field. Memphis going to have 2 left. Appreciate Johnster getting on the Reds game again. Fact or fiction? If you subtract Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo would be the #1 current artist of popularity right now. It's tough to say. I would say no. Right now, no. If fiction, who would it be? I mean, right now, Kendrick's the most popular. Right now, Kendrick is the most popular artist right now. Bruno Mars always puts out, always gets hits. Lady Gaga. I mean, Gaga right now is more popular than Olivia Rodrigo. Lady Gaga's an icon at this point. So, I would say that. I love Olivia, but she's definitely in the A tier of artists in terms of popularity. Would we call her the most popular in the country besides Taylor Swift? No. Definitely not worldwide. Not for Lady Gaga played for 2.1 million people down in Brazil. It's obviously Metallica. It's Megadeth. 3rd and 5. The time of Memphis. Yeah, I say Lady Gaga. Or Kendrick. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Like, Kendrick's one of the few rappers that has transcended rap in terms of your grandma knows about him. Win. Off his back foot, underthrown, incomplete. Was looking for Hills, but flag on the play. Maybe looking for Jonathan Adams. Either way, they're going to get contact on the play. So we have 1st down. So we win despite the wild throw. Win is not comfortable out there. I will say, Win has missed on a lot of throws. His footwork is not great. Pass interference is the call, though, so the drive is going to extend a little bit. And it will be Memphis ball in the red zone. So another 3rd down conversion, this time by a penalty. And they do get the light push. That is the call, and it is a good call. Here for the Showboats, Dresser win. Cameron Kelly ain't called for the pass interference on that one. 2 at the bottom of the screen, ball the 18-yard line. Will Bieber come back? I'm not sure he wants to. He needs a new dad right now. He's talked about the fame and just, like, it destroying him. Handoff. That'll get a gain of about 5. Hills. 2nd down. Hills averaging 3.6 yards per carry, just 13 carries on the season. But it's just his 2nd game with the team. They're really trying to rotate him and Prince. So 1-2 punch. Hills had his moments in the old USFL. V Dresser win? Yep, it is. Yeah, Bieber, he'll have to come up when he wants to. I think maybe like 2 more years. But he doesn't seem that keen on performing right now. Handoff, Hills, down to the 11. Doesn't seem that keen on it. Which I don't blame him. He's never had a chance to live a normal life. He's a new dad. He was overworked to death by Scooter Braun. Like, he might just want some time away from the limelight, which is totally his right. He needs some killer music, though. A recent video of a show during the early Metallica days with Dave and Cliff on stage together that's actually good quality. Oh, man. I did not know that. I have to check that out. Bieber's health issues. That is also true. That is also true. 3rd and 3. Win. Fires caught by his back. Hills. Down to the 9. No, it's not possible. You can like Kendrick and Drake. So you can check it out when you have time. All right. No, it's absolutely possible. First down, hand up at the middle. For people like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, people like Debbie Gibson and Tiffany. Gain of 1 on the handoff. Second and goal. Are they going to say the ball came out? St. Louis is not celebrating, but they're going to say the ball came out. Now they celebrate. It's a very delayed celebration, very nonchalant, but St. Louis has the ball. That came out. Hills lost it, and it's a turnover by the Showboats. Let's double check this again. It's a very nonchalant celebration in the middle of that pile. Hills lost the ball, and the Battlehawks have it at the 9-yard line. We're not going to get a replay because we need to see Aaron Dolan place her bets for some reason. We're not even seeing a replay of this one. There's no replay. We really need to see all these bets. We've got no replay of the fumble. We've literally got no replay of the fumble. And now we're going to go commercial break. We're going commercial break. So we're getting no replay of the fumble. Okay, let's. I'm going to make a replay myself. Make a replay myself. We got no replay there. So let's rewind this a little bit. It was a very nonchalant celebration. We'll probably get a replay when we get back commercial break. So that's inexcusable. Let's go on, CJ13. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time for tuning in on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all those who celebrate. So first down, St. Louis at the 9-yard line. They get the red zone stop. I know next book he contradicts a lot of things that Dave said in his book, but getting first-hand accounts from Glenn, I'm going to say like Dave's the one being truthful. You know what I know about both bands? I would assume Dave's the one that's being truthful. There's probably a little bit of he said, she said in there. There probably is a little bit. And 10-0 the score. We need to see a replay of that fumble from a closer-up angle because trying to get the classical line back together. Only Nick joined, and Nick was having some serious issues, including his attitude. First down at the 9-yard line. After the turnover, which we've still not gotten a single replay of because ESPN is more focused on betting than actually covering the game. One at the top of the screen. And one at the bottom as well, motioning to the bottom. Looks like Blake Jackson, handoff up the middle. And no gain on the play. Sailors, nothing doing. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a replay. I don't think we're getting a replay of this. So everyone was asleep at the wheel. Everyone's asleep. Second and 9. Think you could buy a team? I don't think he's got the money to buy a team. I don't think so. Pearson in motion. Duggan. Screen pass. That ball's caught by Sailors. Got a nice block, and here he goes to the 20. He's got a convoy to the 30 and down to the 35-yard line. Jacob Sailors on the screen pass takes it 25 yards. Nice block by Donovan West, having a great game. I've not listened to a band called Ghost. I've not listened to them. You verified that's a Mustang Sanders biography? Gets the convoy out in front. Gets one block by Steven Gonzalez in the second level. Gets another block by Donovan West. And picks up 25 on the screen. Well-executed play. They give him some breathing room. Ball to 34. Gain of 24 on the play. Duggan going to keep himself on the RPO. He'll pick up a yard. Mets win with someone look like true World Series championship contender. I mean, they beat the Cubs. And they took the series. That's fine. I mean, they're what are they, 11 above 500? That's all you need to be. I mean, at this stage in the season, I mean, you're in a good spot. 2nd and 9. Sutherland motions. Chase Allen motions as a blocker. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Sailors up the middle, tries to cut inside, but he'll only get 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7. Brought down by Zeke Vandenball. From Sweden. Oh, did not know that. Did not know that. 3rd and 7. Ball to 38. Or actually, 37-yard line, I should say. Start inside their own 10 after the fumble recovery. Wes Hills fumble the ball. Third and 7. Empty backfield, 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Duggan takes a snap. They send 3 plus a spy. Duggan now looking to throw on the run. Fires to the sideline. Kept the feet in bounds. It's a first down. Nice balance there by Gary Jennings as he falls out of bounds. Gets the first. Gain of 7. Is 676 going to make the cut? No, but it's not going to make the cut. But winning percentage-wise, I mean, right now, winning percentage, what are they, 26 and 15? So right now, they're playing at a pace where they're going to win 102 games. They're actually saying he did not get the first. They're going to say it was half a yard shy when he made the grab. We'll see if they review the spot here. It looked awfully close. We need to get to the 44. Got to the 43. So despite the great effort by Jennings, they have to punt this ball away. Hofrichter on to punt. Fielded at the 15. No fair catch and jacked up on the play. I don't know how he held on to that ball. But a textbook hit there by Jones. Miles Jones. Henne gets destroyed. Isaiah Henne, I don't know what he was thinking out there catching that ball. He's going to be feeling that one in the morning. Memphis ball at the 15 when we get back. Yeah, like, obviously, like, 86, 76, you're 20, what are they, 26 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they 25 and 15? They were 26 and 15. Yeah, 26 and 15. So if they play at this pace, winning 63% of their games, they're on pace to win 102 games this year. So that definitely gets it done. You have to look at the percentage, not assume 500 ball. Which is a schedule for the Mets. It does get a little bit. They play the Pirates next series, so that should be good. Verlander and Triple Jones were arguing on the greatest play I've ever seen. I'll give you one guess. Is Ben referring to Judge? Is Ben referring to Aaron Judge? Or Ohtani? I'm going to guess Ohtani. It's one of the two. Yeah, it was a Mount South stick. It was. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel to try to grow this community of football lovers even more. We do all the UFL games on this channel. And just I say that, we're not going to do Saturday's games because I'm at my sister's graduation back in New York, so I'm flying back on Friday. Friday night, no idea yet. No idea for Friday night. Actually, Friday night's game. Did you ever say Bonds agree with Chipper? Yeah, I can give you Bonds on that one. Let's go play Yankees and Dodgers, 2 teams in the World Series. Dodgers right now, I gotta be honest. The Dodgers don't scare me. I gotta be honest. The top of the order scares me. Let's get that out of the way. The top of the order scares me. Obviously, got 3 Hall of Famers on the prime of their career and Will Smith. 1 through 4, that scares me. 5 through 9, for the most part, not good. Below average, bottom of the order. Really below average. And the pitching isn't great either. Like, they're a great team, but it's really the top 3, top 4 that are doing it. They lose 14-11? Yes, we're up 2-1 in the series. Look, I'm not saying they're not a good team. I'm not saying that. Believe me. Don't mistake that for me thinking they're not a great team. But I think people were talking about them as, are they like the greatest team of all time? And they're not anything out of the ordinary good. Like, they're a really good team, but they're not invincible. There are weak links on that team. Yeah, 350 club and 500. That's impressive. Yeah, so Friday's game is Memphis, San Antonio. Both teams are going to be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs by that point. So I'm not sure I'm going to do that one. I'll do the Renegades DC game. Yeah, Will Smith could make it. He could. I don't know about future Hall of Fame. He's only a 2-time All-Star so far, but he could make it. He's on track potentially to do it, but he's 30 years old already, so I'm not sure. But obviously, Ohtani, Betts, Freeman are. Yes, and Voodoo Magic. That trio, that might be the best 1-2-3 in MLB history. That might be the best 1-2-3 of all time. Like, find me a better 1-2-3. It's tough. It really is tough. Thoughts on the AL West? Oh, God. Crap division. Mariners right now are the best team. Their hitting is great. The Mariners hitting is way better than I thought it'd be, and I think that's what's going to carry them to the division title at this point. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Win, drops back, hit as he throws. Pulled by the collar, incomplete. Wants a flag for PI. You gonna get one? I don't think so. You know, Mariners are good. The division is crap. The Mariners are good. A's are fine. Angels are the worst team, not named the Rockies, obviously. Ruth Gary, I think it was Yogi Berra. Right? I think it was Berra. But that was 3-4-5. That wasn't 1-2-3. I'm talking like 1-2-3 in the order. I'm talking like 1-2-3 in the order. Not 3-4-5. Not Murderer's Row. I'm talking Murderer's Row. I'm not talking 3-4. I'm talking 1-2-3. Like lead off second 3. Come on with a tour. Appreciate it, man. See how this choke cars took it September 23 and July 24. I mean, I agree with you there. They are going to call a penalty for illegal contact down the field, and they get a first down at the 38-yard line on the pass. But it was 20 years after. So I must be thinking of someone else. Maybe I think of the Manuel DiMaggio. So I think it was someone good. I'm trying to remember who it was. But I'm thinking just like 1-2-3 hitters. But I think Seattle this year feels different because they actually have hitting, and the division is awful. Playing on Mariners Dodgers, have a good time there, man. Have a good time. Risk God's name from Lars Davis formed band Metallica say wish that Dave would take more risk in music. Oh, this album was a risk. Lost a 2 on the give to the outside to Prince. Let me get you $2 on the Red Sox game. Appreciate you, man. Wait, do not take advice from Lars. Yes. Do not take advice from Lars. Not the best person to take advice from. Second down. 6 minutes to go in the first half. 10-0 the score. Yeah, this is the one game I actually had the under in. I didn't bet on it, but I told Cujo to play the under. So 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Wayne takes a snap. They send 5. Wayne off his back foot fires a drag route. That ball is caught to the 45, breaks a tackle, and down at the 48-yard line. Need 11. I think he's just shy of the sticks. Isaiah Washington on the grab. Reason with the series, El Dorados are next to a Yankees and Padres. I mean, that's fair, but, I mean, you won 9 straight series, so I'm not crazy about it. The long wait to final MVP, they usually announce it by the conference finals. It used to be worse. It used to be they announce it after the entire season's done. And that was terrible. They're going to give him they might change the spots. They give him the first snap, 3rd and 1. I've heard bad things about Seninger. I've never listened to the album. To the side it goes, Prince of the 50, out of bounds. The 49, gain of 4 on a first down. I've never listened to the same anger. But I've heard it's awful. What about if we get swept? I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, if you get swept, that's part for concern. Motioning over is Washington. Play action. Win. Flat's not there. So looking for the second read down the field. And caught. Hauled in at the 37-yard line. Nice grab there for a first down. Chris Pierce on the grab. Pierce, just his 4th catch of the season. It gets a first down, gain of 11. And then when it comes to Mariners, I feel that. I don't believe it until anything happens, yeah. I'm looking on the outside, though. Just the rest of the division. I think the Mariners are the best team. Listening to me taking a poop after Taco Bell and taking laxative is a lot more pleasant to listen to. Oh, boy. Is that bad? Oh, God. One of the top, two at the bottom. They give to Prince on the side. Now cuts upfield to the 35-30. First down for Prince to the 25, down to the 22. Brought down by Miles Sims, but not for getting 16 yards on a first down. Like an empty garage or something? Ooh. Fact or fiction? September 30th, 2024 was the worst day in D-Bucks history. Fiction on that. Fiction there. The day they traded Goldie was probably the worst. Or losing game 1 of the World Series. They get to the side, down to the 19. Or the Brewers loss. The day the Dodgers celebrating the pool. There are other options. 2nd and 7. Well, NFL games on TNT Sports, I think it's coming. I think the next international package will have something with TNT. I could see it. Second and 6, 3 minutes to go in the half. They're going to try an end-around play with Jonathan Adams. Finds some space to the 15, gets a block down the field. First and goal at the 10. They were saying Met history was October 19th. Yeah, the NLCS Game 7, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. We're not sold until it happens. I feel that. Because we're only a quarter way through the season, but they just look a class above everyone else. But I completely get it. I feel the same way if it was my team. Wait on first and goal. Plenty of time. Back of the end zone. Double coverage incomplete. Last time they got into the red zone. Fumbled it away. Jonathan Adams, the intended target. Wants a flag. Not going to get it. ESPN for a national package. I don't think they get it. We go the 2-minute warning. So that'll be a lot of guys you need to employ as announcers going forward. Because of college and whatnot, the Monday night doubleheaders. NFL MVP in 25, I'm going to say Burrow. I'm going Joe Burrow on that one. If I had to place some money down right now, I would go Burrow. 2-minute warning, 2nd and goal. Can appreciate all you guys tuning. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. Any donation, get your question right away. Others are just going the way they see them. I don't have Thunder Nuggets on. Will ever going to pick 6 and receive a touch on the same game? I think so. Burrow's not winning MVP. I mean, if the Bengals make the playoffs, he could. Mahomes makes his revenge tour. I could see Mahomes winning MVP. That's not a crazy prediction. Oh my God, the Nuggets game is 16-7 in the end of the first? What? The Thunder have 16 points, so they lead by 7. Or by 9. 16-7. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Your Rockies and Pirates 6-1. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I really hope the Rockies win this game. Because obviously, any loss for the Padres is good for the D-backs. Stoke 6 and Broncos 7. I can't believe it's 16-7. No money down. Thunder should win. SJ needs to play well. He needs to play well. I thought the best 1, 2, 3 would be Ricky Henderson and Saquon McGuire, but Russo never put him in that order. You know, he never did, yeah. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, it's gotta be this current one with the Dodgers. I don't think that's recency bias because they're all gonna be Hall of Famers. Remember the Def Leppard War Child demo? That sounds better than Sanger. Oh god. It's that bad. Who got Cavs or Pacers to win the series? To win the series, I've got the Pacers. And Adams wanted pass interference. That last play, not going to get it. Brings up 2nd and goal. Baseball's like that's what we've seen. Yep. It's the beauty of baseball. 2nd goal, the 10-yard line. Regular clock rules in effect here. 1 the top, 2 at the bottom. Knicks lose tonight, their season's over. Well, they don't play tonight, but I think Monday they play. The pitch out to Prince. Prince will get down to the 5, get set of bounds, get stop the clock. If the Knicks lose tonight, they got issues because they don't play tonight. But Monday, if they lose, yeah, they're in trouble. I'll put it this way. I bet on the Celtics to come back and win the series, and FanDuel is already offering me a cash out where I make money. I'm not taking it. Yeah, albums have bad production. That's where it gets. We're listening to a trash can. The snare drum. There's a snare drum listening to. Jeez, oh boy. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 3rd and goal. Win, play action, end zone, open, Adams, touchdown. Jonathan Adams, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year. The first player on Memphis with multiple touchdowns this season as a receiver. And the Showboats cut it to a 1-score game. A long 85-yard drive, multiple 3rd down conversions, and Win looking sharp there, hitting Adams over the middle on the curl route, making it a 4-point game. And we'll go for 2 from the 5. One at the top, 3 at the bottom. Maybe a song tonight if we do overtime. Yeah, let's see if we do overtime. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet because it's a long day of streaming, but maybe. I don't know yet. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. They go for 2. Win has to watch the blind side. He cannot. Loses the ball. Sacked on the play. Memphis falls on it to avoid the scoop and score the other way. Falling on that ball was Jared Thomas, number 65. Nice hit there. Coming from Travis Feeney to prevent the conversion. But it is a 4-point game with 1:50 to go in the first half. Thunder leads 17-8. Both teams combined 8 for 43 and 1 for 24 on 3-pointers. Whew. Seems like I'm missing out on a great game. You don't need a break. The kickoff here. Fielded at the goal line. Go work as a lawyer. I do not want to do that. Definitely not. So the 22. Not going to the game. Nope. Not going to the game. DB's doing 24. I would say 7 days a week. They don't make 20. They don't make 10 million a year. I don't know what lawyers you're thinking of that make 10 million a year. They don't make 10 million a year. I have a lot of lawyer friends. So they ain't making 10 million. Not even close. The lawyers that you're thinking of making 10 million a year, they win one case on contingency. So they can either make nothing or they can make a crap ton of money. But it's on contingency. But a lot of them, like in public defense, they're not making 10 million. A lot of them are making 5 figures. A lot of them are making a 5-figure range. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Duggan fakes the gift to Pearson, now gives it off to Sailors. Long developing play, but goes down to the 26. Yeah, that would be my whole... I would do it. I honestly would. If I could work all the time, I would. I honestly would, because I love doing it. Starting to get hot in the Midwest right now? Oh, yeah, the humidity. Midwestern humidity is no joke. 2nd and 5. Went to KC in the summertime last year, and whew, that was hot. Car over the middle, first down. Sakeem Butler. No money down for OT. More law firms are paying top partner. Those are partners, not lawyers. Well, I mean, they are lawyers, but incomplete pass. Reigns, Dawson, Carr, 1, 2, 3, but usually someone else at second. Oh, that's a bummer. Live on here, not bad. Yeah, with better mixing. Battlehawks have been winning, but they haven't scored as much as they should. Yep. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Memphis is driving. Because win doesn't look all that comfortable, yet they're still driving. Yeah, you're thinking partners. So, like, those are the guys with the name on the thing. This is a partner of the firm. That's the name of the law firm. It's a lot different than regular lawyers. Deep shot here, open, caught Darby. Out of bounds to the 33, got by Eli Walker. From the 33 to the 33. Well, they're from East St. Louis, boss. Yeah, hasn't had the best of seasons this year, relatively speaking, because of the injury, but he was great. He was so great last year. Darby gets behind his man. Gets behind Boykin. Got him to bite on the sail route. Walker pushes him out at the 33. 1:06 to go in the first half. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Ball at the 38-yard line, they're going to say. First grab for Darby. Out route, that ball is caught once again. It's Frank Darby, the former ASU wideout, down to the 30. I'm off the gas station. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. I always pat myself down everywhere I go, just to make sure. Okay, do I have my wallet? Do I have my keys or my phone? I always do it. UFL Sherbrooke High School men's game, judging for Birmingham game. I think it would help attendance. I think it would help attendance if they brought high school bands to perform. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Pearson in motion. Duggan, low throw, but doesn't make the grab. It's caught Darby, his 3rd grab of the drive, and brought down the 15-yard line. Gain of 15. Someone turned and got it for work. With everything intact, that's impressive. Butler should be in the NFL. Problem with Butler is that he tried getting on. He got signed with the Steelers last year. Didn't do anything. Just can't create the separation needed at the next level. Yo, Walker, Pools, rolling Emmons 2 through 5. Oh, that's all I got for now. So I remember Pools, Emmons, rolling was 3, 4, 5 for a long time. 2nd, 8th, 13, and St. Louis will call their first timeout with 45 seconds. Speaking of leadoff, Ohtani is leading off right now for the Dodgers. Give this guy a show. Appreciate you, Dorico. Appreciate you, man. I stream every single day. I stream every day on here to all you guys. If you like that, please sure you like and subscribe. Helps the channel a ton. Keep an eye on the draft lottery? Yes, I am. I am tomorrow night. I'll be calling it. Have myself down like that one for the old man with the ponytail. Mouth. I went to the same. What was that? The English security guard? That was great. That's an I wish I weren't here right now moment. 2nd and 9, ball at the 13-yard line. There's really nothing in it, though. My debit card was in there. Oh, that's good at least. Hey, we got Ohtani out. Hey, we got him out. It got to the point yesterday where it was an interesting strategy that the Dodgers had a man on first. Ohtani had 2-0 in the count. So the D-backs potentially threw like pickoff plays to first to see, okay, like if we get the guy out, great. If not, We're just going to throw 3 pickoff plays to first. And if we catch him napping, great. If not, he can take second. We're just going to walk Otani. It was a great strategy. Duggan, end zone, open, caught, Pearson. JP with the TD in the back of the end zone. They answer the Memphis touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Max Duggan to Ja'Cory Pearson. And Pearson, his first receiving touchdown of the season, as hard as it is to believe, seeing as he led the team in receptions entering this game. His first receiving touchdown of the year. 16-6. Appreciate you, Dorico. Caused the law on that drive, and we do have the Battlehawk emojis in there for any members. Biggio, Bagwell, Berkman, but Lewis sliding between them. Yeah, that changes a lot. We do have the emojis in. If you buy a membership, you get a lot of cool perks. Members only Q&A streams. One of the perks is that you get to use emojis of the teams playing the games. Motion as a blocker is Sutherland. Hand off to Sailors up the middle. Extends. Did he get in? No signal yet. First referee saying no. He did not get in. So 10-point game. Still a 2-score game. Which was what it was with the 2-minute warning. They're going to say he did not extend the ball over the goal line. So Sailors unable to score there. Let's double check this again. Initial hit made by Andrew Dowell. Did he extend when the knee went down? Oh, that's close. I don't know. Got call one. Work and say had it. Nice. Thank God nothing was stolen that. That's close. I'm not sure there's enough to overturn that one. That was awfully close. Memphis getting it back down by 10 with 40 seconds and 2 timeouts. D-backs have 59% chance to win. That seems high. To start the game, that seems very high. I don't know. Who's pitching for the Dodgers today? Oh, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, John Bench. They were 1, 2, 3. Oh, then that's the winner. I realized it was 1, 2, 3, but that's the winner. If that was 1, 2, 3, that's the winner. Who started the UFL? It was Garcia and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The UFL. So the merger from the XFL and the USFL. So no conversion. Though that only has 2 Hall of Famers, and this lineup's got 3, so checkmate. 0-2 to Freeman. Check swing. He did not go. He did not go, unfortunately. I wish he did, but he didn't go. All right, 16-6 going to kick this ball off. And we do all the UFL games on this channel. We're not doing Saturday, unfortunately. I have my sister's graduation. We're going to do Sunday's game in the UFL. Oh, crap, Freeman. Oh, couldn't cut it off. Oh, Lourdes bobbles. Oh, Jesus, Lourdes. Oh, that's a run. Oh, Lourdes. Can't bobble the ball like that and left. Kickoff fielded at the 5, taken to the 15-20, slips at the 23-yard line. We got our rough return there. That's where Memphis is going to take over. 12 hours both blew up in other games. $50 million to show you're going to be good with that passion. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. I love doing this. I love doing this. If I had a nickel, walk off on that one. Yeah, Dodgers early and 55% win chance. Yeah. Again, win probability means nothing. In the first inning of a game, it means nothing. Again, I thought the D-backs would lose the first 2 games of the series and split Saturday, Sunday with Burns and Gallen on the bump. But I thought they would lose the game with Erod because it's an automatic loss. I thought they'd lose the game with Fott because Yamamoto was on the bump. So I thought we'd go 1-3 this series. We got 2 wins. I'll take a split. I want to take the series, obviously, but the split's not that bad. Even if the way it happened Friday night was bad. Win escapes a sack twice. Rolls out, going to take off and run, trying to set the corner on Carson Wells. Gets out of bounds. Gain of, we'll call it 2. And really for the Dodgers, it's the bottom of the, just got to get through the first 4. Hope the Rock hear me. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're hosting the championship game again, so if they get there, watch out. Rise up 6-1, it's a miracle. Can you imagine? You lose 21-0 the other day, you're up 6-1 the next day on the same team. Uh-oh, Smith made good contact there, but okay, that's line directly. Okay, that's fine. Screen pass, 2nd and 9. It's caught by Prince. Prince to the 35-yard line. Battlehawks finished for attendance around 35K. Yep, every game usually gets around that. The last one was the only one that didn't get in the 30K range, but They have a pretty good excuse, and that was the fact that the Blues and Cardinals were playing at the exact same time. 3rd and 2. Yep, winning run on third for the Pirates. 1 out, bases loaded. As an unbiased fan, I would intentionally walk him here. The bottom of the 9th. Intentionally walk him to bring the runner in and make it 4-3 because I want the Pirates to win that game. 1 timeout left for Memphis. 3rd and 3, 19 seconds to go. St. Louis loves to rock. Oh, yeah. You got to go into a D-backs game or a Dodgers game thing. The first time through the order, 1 through 4. If you allow 1 run, that's okay. Just got to take care of the business against the rest of the order. Third and 3. Give Aaron Boone a chance. He might do that one day. He might. 3rd down. Win. Rolling out. Pump face. He's going to take off and run. Gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 37. That's fine for St. Louis. It's only a gain of 4. They only have 13 seconds left. We've never seen any football team do anything ever with 13 seconds left in a game. Or in a half, for that matter. So win gets 4. Pirates walk it off. Pirates win 4-3. Oh, get to it in time. Oh, Thomas is so fast in center. Thomas is so fast in center. All right, only 1 run. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Top of the order. I will take that. I'm okay with being down 1-0. The Chiefs, I don't know what game you're talking about. I've never heard of that game in my life. Never heard of that game before. That was the joke. The joke was literally the game called 13 seconds. Bills fans shuddering on that one. Plays blown dead beforehand. 11 seconds left. Anita gifting 10 on Mother's Day. And it is Anita's birthday, everybody. It is her birthday, everybody. So, Lord Garth of Czar, Jacob, Sarah, Queen Voodoo, Anthony, Mark, A Mercy Received, Joshua, Kaylee, D. Lawson, and Kyra. All getting memberships as members. A lot of cool perks. Your name of the video. Members only Q&A streams and emojis in the chat. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Win. Has to escape the sack. Well, he got rid of it. There was no one in the area. That should be grounded. That should be the end of the half. It is grounded. That'll take us to the end of the half. That'll take us to the end of the half. 10-second runoff. I'm assuming that's going to be it. I mean, they can't call a timeout if they want, but I don't think they would this far back. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. I'm just going to assume that's it. Hawaii will be in the football for 5 years. Fiction, because they're going to get the stadium. I'm going to say fiction. Lost it down. 10-second runoff. That will be the end of the half. Reds versus Reds. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm confused. The Red Sox is 1 game. The Reds is another game. So we have Red Sox Tigers and White Sox Reds. So there's 2 games. So we have... Do you want the Sox and the D, or do you want the Sox and the Reds? So there's... Not sure what you mean. White Sox. Okay. 50 on the White Sox. This just got interesting. Just want to double check, because it's a lot of money. All good, man. All good. It is close down. You make the call. It is close. We go to the halftime break. 16-6. I'll put up a poll. Who wins this game? Battlehawks or the Showboats? Call us law, baby. Call us law. We do have the Battlehawk emojis in there if you don't want to show support for the Battlehawks or the Showboats. And we are doing the Phil's Guards game later tonight. So keep that in mind. Battlehawk fans, stand up. I'm guessing a lot of Battlehawks fans in this chat. Which we should know you guys tuning in for this one. Art Clemens and Greg Max, for 0 no hitters, while Philip Hummer and Bud Smith have 1 each. Dallas Braden on Mother's Day had a perfect game. The D-backs had a pitcher. His first start, no hitter. Did nothing after that. It's so bizarre. That's why I love the game. That's why I love it so much. Not sure the man wants to keep it wide in the future. It's a lot of money, obviously. It's a lot of money, but you have to remember, too, is it costs even more money for the other sports. Talking about on the White Sox now. Yeah, that was one of the best trades the D-backs ever made, was getting rid of Canzone for just trading him. He's done, or not Canzone, Fletcher, Dominic Fletcher. Making that trade with the White Sox. They have a lot of our rejects. What was his name? Tyler Gilbert. Tyler Gilbert was his name. Austin Meadows. Oh, I remember Austin Meadows. Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to be the next big thing. I think a lot of people did. Eloy Jimenez, I thought he was going to be huge. He was a centerpiece of that trade. He was a centerpiece of that trade. With the Cubs. Baseball will never be predictable. That's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of it. But I must have been second today. It's usually the 9th spot. I don't know why we're messing up with the lineup. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out on the channel. Camp prospects miss, often miss. Yep. There have been a few number 1 picks that never even made it to the majors. It's possible. Base hit for Payman Smith. Let's go. Let's go there. Power Surgery threw a shot yesterday. His brother, former number 2 overall pick, would be never made a single way. That's something. That's something. Garrett Cole Hall of Famer, he's close. He's close. I'm not sure yet. Best time I'm picking history, probably Griffey. Mark Appel. Mark Appel's. Basketball, I believe so, yes. I believe so. Okay, NFL trivia. The only year that Charles Leno made the Pro Bowl. Ooh, I'm going to guess... Well, it's not 2091. I know that. It's not 2091. I'm going to guess 2018. Why does it take place mid-season? Because it's right for college baseball season's done. Top 4 sports leagues for me personally. NFL, MLB. We're not counting college, right? So it'll probably be college football, college basketball. (2018) Is that what I said? Yeah, I think I said 2018. Let's go. 16-6 the score. St. Louis with a win. All but guarantees a playoff spot. Memphis with a loss, they're mathematically eliminated. All right, Eugenio Suarez up to bat. Come on. Let's hit some monster shots before. He's got 12 home runs this year. Swing and a miss. LSU saw her run 1-0 of Arkansas. All right. Hopefully no run rule today. No matter how good a team is, they're probably going to lose 60. No matter how bad a team is, going to win 60. I don't know about that. I would say 50-50. I think it's definitely possible, no matter how bad a team is, they're not winning 60. Project number 1 pick this year for baseball? Oh, I don't know. I don't know this year. Who is projected 1? Ethan Holiday. Oh my god, wait. Matt Holiday's another son? Are you kidding me? Wait, so the Holidays might have 2? The Holidays might have 2 people. 2 number 1 picks. Oh, I did not know that. Ethan Holiday is projected to be the first son. Wow. So Matt Holiday, phenomenal outfielder, Hall of Very Good, gives birth to his son, Jackson Holiday. He goes number 1 overall. And now his other son, Ethan, is projected to go number 1 overall. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's insane. I didn't realize there's 2 of them. What's up, the Upman Brothers? It did. That is crazy to me. Oh, Eugenio went. The fastball upstairs. Need to lay that one off. Man. We're going to start the second half in just a little bit. DJ went second overall, Justin first. I want to see history this year. That is crazy to me. There's some dreams over there, especially because Matt was a phenomenal player. It's like the Mannings. Archie Manning and then Peyton and Eli go number 1 overall, and now Arch Manning could potentially. Yeah, example support. Yep. Always saying to Ethan Holiday. Can you imagine they both Holidays? Wow. Young Brothers 2, Dimitri Young, Delma went first. Just insane to me. I think it's the fact that it's from the dad. It's not just the fact that brothers. I think it's the fact that the dad is a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer, but his dad was an incredible player for years. His dad's a Rockies legend. Cardinals great. And just gives birth to two sons who were #1 picks. Just crazy to me. All right, let's start the second half. Mostly around with the Battlehawks to win this one. Call is the law. We're going to see. And you see the standings behind me right now. DC, St. Louis, top 2 teams in each conference make it. Michigan 5-2. Birmingham going up to 5-2 as well. Birmingham was supposed to head-to-head, so let me adjust that. So you have the head-to-head. They do play one more time, but you got to change it after that game. So let's change that around. You got the whole setup here for spring. What number 099 is the worst players? I think it's like 67. That's the worst. Shea Alexander, Hall of Famer? He should be. We're letting guys in that had really short peaks, but dominant peaks. And 10,000 yards from scrimmage over a 5-year stretch set the record for most touchdowns in a season before LT broke it. I would have no problem with him being in the Hall of Fame. I am pounding the table for Shea Alexander being a Hall of Famer. We let TD in. We let Baselli in. We let Sayers in. We let Sterling Sharp in. I don't see any difference between Sterling Sharp and Shea Alexander. I don't see any difference. There are very few peaks in football, 5-year peaks for a running back you can find that are better than Shea Alexander's. So I'm okay putting him in. All right, let's close this poll here. Battlehawks kicking off to the Showboats to start. So the Showboats getting the ball. 20, 25, 30. Return to the 33-yard line for Henny. You know, I'm more of a believer that, like, the Hall of Fame for football, I think it's got a bit too exclusive in some ways. In some ways. Like, we're letting the same number of people in that we were back in the 60s. When the league has doubled in size since then, the rosters have doubled in size. I mean, back then they were playing with like 30-man rosters for a lot of football. They were playing both ways. 30-man rosters or thereabout back in the day. And there were 10 teams in the league. We'll have the same number of guys in from that era as we are now with 32 teams and these expanded rosters. Just, it's not adding up. One of the top 3 at the bottom. Wynn takes the snap, fires on the middle field. That ball is caught. First down for Adams. Makes a man miss. Tries to cut to the side. Gets the first down at the 47-yard line. Nick Whiteside helps on the stop. It's a gain of about 13 and a first down. Good start for Adams. Start the drive. First down the 46. Play action. Wynn fires middle of the field. That ball is broken up. Looking for Adams once again, but this time Whiteside making the play. Breaking it up 2nd and 10. Yeah, well, Hester was the greatest returner of all time. Second and 10, handoff up the middle. Down to the 47. Gain of just 1 on the play. It's Prince. Gets stopped for a minimal gain. 3rd and 9. You know what pick number 199 gets in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, there's no one that's ever been good that came from that pick. There's like some Thomas Brandy. I think Thomas Brandy. Jimmy Jones. First one was 1 here in Houston and nothing. I don't remember Jimmy Jones. Ever going to bounce this for Hall of Fame? No, but I think they need to change it back to what it was before. Worst player in the Hall of Fame and best player not in the Hall of Fame for NFL. Worst player is Bryant Young. Best player not in the Hall of Fame. 3rd and 9. Out route incomplete. Looking for Adams, so they'll have to pump this ball away. So worst player not in the Hall, or best player not in the Hall for NFL. I would go Ken Anderson on that one. who's obviously not eligible, or is eligible, and has been waiting forever. I was like Ken Anderson. Also, Darren Sharper, but he's never getting in because of what he did. It's like, Sharper's the best player to not be in the Hall of Fame. Or the best player to not be in the Hall of Fame. But he'll never get in. Best player who deserves to be in and is not in is Ken Anderson. No, not Namath. I think Bryant Young was worse. Field the 12-yard line. Pearson runs around to the 20, cuts upfield to the 25, and down he goes to the 28-yard line. Called a gain of 16 on the return. That's how the Battlehawks will take over the 28. When we get back, the Battlehawks leading by 2 scores. Duggan, solid first half, 8 for 12, 99 yards passing and 52 yards rushing. Looked pretty comfortable out there. Why Bryant Young? He was never, like, the best of the best. Or anywhere close to that. He was solid. But, I don't know, I think Niners from back in the 90s on the defensive line, Stubblefield was better. I think Stubblefield was way better. He'll never get in. Nor does he deserve to, but... 3 at the bottom. Sutherland motioning as a blocker. They're going to give it to Jackson on the screen pass. Jackson cannot break the shoestring tackle. Nice tackle there by Isaiah Green-May. 2nd and 10. Hall of Fame now as a player. Yeah, I get it as like a contributor for helping legitimize the AFL and for the Super Bowl. I get it. Ken Anderson ran through 4,000 yards in a season or 30 touchdowns. Yeah, but that was at a time where no one was doing that. He was playing back in the 70s, really. No one was doing that in the 70s. Anderson was dominant. Anderson was absolutely dominant. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Duggan looks, curl route, caught. Jackson breaks a tackle. 2nd straight catch for him, down to the 35. If we're not counting him, Roger Craig. Roger Craig needs to be in the Hall of Fame. The fact that Roger Craig is not in the Hall of Fame, I don't know what more he has to do. Best center in history, I'm going to go Jim Otto. You're going to go a lot of different options, I'm going to go Otto. But Roger Craig, you're talking about a true dual threat. First ever player to have 1,000 and 1,000 in a season. Part of the Niners dynasty in the 80s. He deserves to be in. 3rd down. Duggan play action once again. Fires in the flats. Caught by his tight end. Sutherland's got the first down. Down to the 44-yard line he goes. Better quick better than Eric Allen. I agree with you there. I agree with you there. The Thunder lead 42-35 against the Nuggets at the half. That's a football score right there. At least the scoring picked up in the second half. Or the second quarter. Chuck's a good pick, too. Chuck's a very good pick. Mike Francis, if the NFL's Roger Craig is related to the original Met Roger Craig. Yes. Why do you think he's not in? Who, Anderson or Craig? Should have been 19. He could have been 19 MVP. He could have been. Why do you think who's on it? Anderson or Craig? Half of the middle down to the 49. I mean, the NFL hates the Bengals in terms of the Hall of Fame. Like, it took Ken Riley 5th all-time in picks until his death to get in. Lamar Parrish, 8-time Pro Bowler. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Like, the Bengals, Anthony Munoz was the only one that was a surefire thing they put him in right away. Other than that, they do not. I don't know what's with the Bengals. Roger Craig, I think it's the idea of too many 49ers in the Hall from that era. But it's a stupid argument because he deserved it. He was great. First player ever scored 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Yeah, Craig deserves to be in. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. 2nd 6, Pearson in motion. Yeah, he wins Super Bowl 16, he's in for sure. He's in. Screen pass. Caught by Sailors, but blown up immediately. Gain of just 1. Thrown down the play by Kyrie Woods. Brings up 3rd down at midfield. I mean, there's a lot of guys that definitely should be in that are not. And just my thing is that even if you think the Hall of Fame should be exclusive, like really like an exclusive club, we're letting the same number of guys in. We're letting fewer guys in now, actually, because there were only 4 guys that got in this year. We're letting fewer guys in now than we let in back 60 years ago when the rosters were half the size and there were not even half the number of teams in the league. Slam pass behind his man on 3rd and 5, looking for Gary Jennings. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Cameron Dantzler. Came back to the movie's Firefly. How was it? How was the movie? I mean, it's too exclusive. Do I push it and leave cheers out? Yeah, it's a bit too exclusive. Like, the fact that a guy like Billy Wagner 10 years or Martinez 10 years to get in is insane to me. And then each was a unanimous first ballot guy. White Sox 2-1 in the Pope Leo era. They just won against the Marlins. That just went final. You probably have Greenwood Russell. Yeah, that's another great pick. Greenwood for not being in. That's another one. Group of Daniels can play the Thunder and shoot better than the Nuggets? Probably. False start back at up 5 yards, so we further back to punt. Not that it really matters. Aside from 5 and 15, which MVPs did they get wrong? 53. There's no way. The story of that game was the defense. The story of Super Bowl 53 was how well the Patriots defense played. You cannot tell me Julian Edelman deserved MVP of that game. The one touchdown. No. Ochocinco's a Hall of Famer. The one touchdown was from Sony Michel. The biggest catch was the catch by Gronk. So the two biggest offensive plays were not made by Edelman. They were not made by Edelman. Punt fielded, and Memphis is going to start around the 13-yard line. You can't say when players get inducted after the ball, they pass away. Yep, with you there. It's like, what took so long? I think Gilmore deserved 53. Very least, it cannot go to a man who scored no touchdowns in a 13-3 game and didn't have the cat. Like, at least Biletnikoff, he scored no touchdowns in 11, but at least he had like 3 catches that got down to the 1-yard line. Like, Edelman never came close to scoring. That was insane. My best game for Fran is someone refund. I get that. What else did they get wrong? I think 47. I could have gone Jacoby Jones on that one. On that one. Yeah, get 153. Jacoby 47 would not have hated that. I think they sort of botched Ray Lewis at 35. And they botched Jackson at 37. I think you could have easily given it to someone else on the defense. Hurts with a loss. I think for it to be in a losing effort, it's got to be a player where no one else stood out on the opposite team. Like Super Bowl 5 situation. But obviously you can't. 5 was a botch. Why they got for 53? Because he had the yardage, but they didn't do anything with the yardage. They got it because of the yardage numbers. I probably also would have gone Brady 39 over Deion Branch. Hurts was the only reason Philly was in. That is true. That is true. You know what's funny? Kadarius Toney actually has a legitimate case for winning MVP that year. Kadarius Toney actually had a legitimate case. Not that he was ever going to get it. But Toney had a legit case to getting MVP. Hurts was great that game. He really was. And it comes down to great player on the losing team versus good player on the winning team. It's got to go with the good player. But it's really if it's great versus average. Like, I think it would have to be a situation where no one scores more than 1 touchdown and the starting quarterback gets hurt and the backup has to come in. I think it would have to be a situation like that where a losing player would get it nowadays. You could have gone Jim O'Brien. You could have. Anyone that was on the Colts that was not on the losing team. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. First down for Memphis at the 13-yard line. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps the channel out a ton. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. Thank you guys again for being here. And we have a lot of streams today. We're going to be live for the Guardians game as well later tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Be sure you are here for that. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Who else did they botch for MVP? I'm not sure Dent deserves 20. You could have gotten even someone else on the defense. I think Otis could have gotten that at 20. I don't know who else they botched. I'm not sure who else. They didn't botch Cup, but they could have given it to Donald. Mackey also could have, yes. I'm fine with Cup getting MVP at 56, but Aaron Donald has a heck of a case. They ball the 16-yard line. The give up the middle goes to Prince. He'll get a gain of 4 down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 6. LeBron James. It's funny, LeBron, that's one of the few cases I'm okay with it giving to a losing player. That's a recount of the Super Bowl MVP. I don't think he does. I think you're right on that one. NBC rolled new graphics for the preseason. Not for preseason, but Super Bowl they will. They always do for the Super Bowl. LeBron James actually could have won it in 15. Because he was the only reason the Cavs were remotely in that series. And there was no one that stood out on the Warriors. Like, Iguodala was a weird MVP choice. 3rd and 6, because I think LeBron led in all Big 5 categories. NFL and other sports leagues need to reevaluate how they consider players bus. Couch or car bus when they're put in horrible situations. I think it depends. I think there's bus due to injury, bus due to situation, bus due to the fact you sucked. 3rd and 7, want the top 2 at the bottom. Tennessee ever getting Major League Baseball team? Yes. Nashville will get one at some point. Probably next wave of expansion. 2nd read, not there. 3rd read, loses the ball. Stripped on the play. Beautiful strip there, and I think Kyler Ball got the fumble recovery for St. Louis, and he did. 2nd turnover for Memphis. And St. Louis a great field position in the red zone. Ball in the recovery. And the Battlehawks take over in prime field position. Well, most of these people think the MVP should go to the quarterback because it's called most valuable player, and the most valuable player on the field is a quarterback. Without the quarter, like, people look at value, and there's no one that provides more value than a quarterback. I think that's why. But Offensive Player of the Year, that's different. That's, okay, who is the best player? MVP is who provides the most value to your team. And just, it's the nature of how being a quarterback is. They are the most valuable player out there. Brett Martin was right, absolutely. 3 picks? You don't get it? Come on. I know Plunkett played well, but not MVP well over a 3 interception performance. Sailors get a 2 on the run, 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line. MVP to losing team feels like insult the consolation prize. I also get that argument, but remember, the NBA opened up the floodgates. They gave the MVP out to a losing player before. If anyone deserved it, it was LeBron in 15. Like, the defense argument for Iguodala didn't work when LeBron was destroying everyone all series. Right. Couch, I think, was situation bus. Carr, I'm not sure. They're going to try a pass here with Jackson. Blake Jackson plays blown up. Spins out of trouble, though, and then gets sacked. So Blake Jackson, reverse play goes nowhere. They try to get a bit fancy. Loss of 6. And DeVary Levelston levels Jackson in the backfield. A bit too cute there. Brings up 3rd and 14. Super Bowl 12. Did they get that right for MVP? The split MVP? Yes. I think they got that right. You could have given Martin and Plunkett MVP for 15. I'm okay with that. Guys like Hackenberg start a combination of all 3. I never had any expectations for Hackenberg. It also depends on how you viewed them coming out. You're more lenient if you viewed them well coming out than not. Duggan. Pump fakes twice, fires, incomplete, and off the hands, picked off! Off the hands of his receiver, intercepted on the play, and taken back to midfield is Kyrie Woods. So not only does the Memphis defense hold, but they give up nothing. Kyrie Woods on the pick. Not Duggan's fault there, went off the hands of his receiver. Yeah, Klingler was also. Looking on the drag route, was a bit behind Butler, but you expect him to come down with that ball. Instead, he deflects it up in the air. Now, I think it took too long to throw that ball. He pump faked a bit too often, but a bit too much. But Woods making the play. Yeah, this week, Friday, the GMA interview. Oh, God. I'll be on a plane. Otherwise, I would go live for that. I would do an emergency live stream for that. I really would. But, oh, crap, that's fair ball to Freeman. All right, there'll only be 2, I think. So the interception there by Woods. Just the 2nd pick by Memphis all season. You want to wire 1 and 5? You only have 1 pick in 6 games, but you get the pick there. I'm flying back to New York. I'm flying back to New York. My sister's graduating, so going back for the weekend. Going back for the weekend, then back on Monday. So nothing crazy. Friday, I'm not sure if I'm streaming. Saturday, I'm not sure if I'm streaming. Sunday, I will be. Friday, we're not going to do the UFL, I don't think. If we do stream, it's not going to be UFL. It might just be an overtime stream. Because Friday, the game is Memphis-San Antonio, and both teams will be eliminated from playoff contention, so I don't really want to do a game between 2 teams that are going to be out of it. That means literally nothing. Right, that also didn't help. But a lot of quarterbacks get overdrafted by teams that need quarterbacks. So if we do a stream Friday, it's probably going to be a Q&A overtime. But I'll let you know on that. Because I don't know who's going to be in the house. I don't know how many people are going to be in the house. We don't know. There's going to be 2 dogs in the house. There's going to be like 15 people in this house. So I don't know what the plan is. I don't know who's staying. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know how my body's going to be feeling because I have to connect to Baltimore. There's nothing direct from Phoenix because we waited too late on the flights. Yeah, Duggan was fun to watch college. He was. It's not the best passer, but you get him out in the open field, watch out. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on the channel as we try and grow this community a ton. The Jets are a special kind of desperate. Oh, yes, they were very desperate. Well, the Browns, it's funny. The Browns weren't desperate for a quarterback. Like, not to the point where they need to draft 2. They had 2 already. They need to draft 2. The Browns are just like, oh, the more quarterbacks we have, the merrier. Battlehawks are a scary team. I don't know, because I'm not crazy about Duggan. I just don't trust Duggan as a passer necessarily. Every team in the UFL has its flaws. Like last year, it was very obvious Birmingham was going to win it all. Every team has its flaws this year in the UFL. There is no dominant team. I think right now my pick is Michigan. My pick is Michigan with the way Bryce Perkins is playing. Number 7 of the Rockets, 2 wins to what? Yeah, they're up 8-1. Wouldn't that be something? A Rockies taco special. Let's go. First down for Memphis at the 47-yard line. Or thereabout. After Woods made the critical interception in the red zone. Ball at the 46 to be exact. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They give to the side. And nothing to do it for Prince. When's the next NBA stream? I'm not sure. So the reason we did the NBA Celtics Magic game was because that game was picked by someone. So $100 by any one person. You can hijack a stream and you can make me do anything you want. Do any stream you want. So, you want a second game? Nice. North Texas was ranked. Impressive win. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Battlehawks kill teams. It can't be something. I don't know about kill teams. I don't know about that. They've won 2 games by 1 score, or by multiple scores. Out route, caught at the 40-yard line, first down. So they won their first 2 games by multiple scores. So I was against San Antonio, the worst team in football. And Houston, who was bad with Anthony Brown at quarterback. It's a very different team. Kuja ran for 6 months now. Appreciate you, man. Celebrating 6 months of paid subscriber, the leader of the official JJ9 chat box. You're welcome. P.S. Hello, Anita. On her birthday today, too. On her birthday. Appreciate you there. Oh, 98.99. 99.99 would work. 99.99 would work. We did that yesterday with Idaho State, Weber State. 1st and 10. Win. Fires on the run. Open. Coverage breakdown. And Jonathan Adams makes the play. And will get out of bounds at the 9-yard line. In the red zone once again. Jonathan Adams making all the catches today. Game of 31. Right, they wouldn't be ranked anymore if you're listening to a 1-5 team. Right, Gabriel drafted on the 3rd, sure on the 5th, but also both while having traded for Pickett. Yep. Your guess is as good as mine. It's a waste of capital. It's a waste of draft capital. 1st and goal. All hope looked lost for Memphis after they turned it over inside their own 20. A chance to come back here as he hands it off up the middle. Gain of just 1. Nothing doing there for Deneric Prince. We've not seen a lot of Wes Hills since the fumble. I will say that. Since the Wes Hills fumble, it's been Prince for Memphis. We have not seen a lot since the first quarter with him. But still, yeah, that's... I get if you trade and then draft a quarterback, but not 2. So I don't know. You're going to waste Russell keeping 4 quarterbacks on the roster, but that's what you're going to have to do. Defenders kill Chihuahua against Renegades. They can. They can, because Renegades DC would have 6 wins at that point. DC would have 3, or Arlington would have 3 with 2 games to go. 2nd and goal. Win. Pump fakes. End zone. Double coverage. Broken up. Almost picked off by Quinterio Cole. Anyone cracking Super Bowls today? Probably not. Probably not. You know, the Rockies good at this rate. They could crack it. They're at 8-1. Good with 227. Happy birthday, Anita. Sin Nuggets Bulls best of 7. We'll do that at the commercial break. Which game do you want, Cujo? Appreciate you. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it. Thank you. I will get you on it. We'll do a sim. What if sports? roster 4, they cut one of the guys they drafted, which would make a little risk to pick. Yep, it would. 3rd and goal. Win back in the end zone. Double coverage and way overthrown. Looking for David Davis. Incomplete. Still looking for his first catch of the season. 4th and goal. Have to settle for 3. So they can somewhat take advantage of the good field position. They cut it down to a 1-score game. Sox, Reds, Comic Sans. Well, the Reds are fine this year. The Reds are actually okay this year. The White Sox kind of suck. All right, it's only $2 difference. I don't know if this U-Make call is going to close today or tomorrow. I'm probably going to leave it open until tomorrow. Because we're not doing the U-Make call for Wednesday because we're doing the schedule release. So that kind of changed things. 91 Bulls. The kick here is good from 26 yards. No surprises there. 16-9 with 2:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, down to a 1-score game. All right, yeah, next commercial break, we're going to sim this thing. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. 23. White Sox and Rockies 4th of July. We can buy your tickets if you want to come. I got to see what I'm doing. Because I do kind of want to see that series, how bad it is. Just to see teams attempt to play baseball without actually playing baseball. I do kind of want to see that. But, I don't know. I got to get it to courts at some point. I'm going to wait for the schedule release. I'm going to wait to see. Because I am flying out for a week in August to Disney World for my sister's graduation gift. But that'd be fun. You know, that would be fun to go to Denver for a little bit. How's it going? Orioles losing again? Yeah, it's time to panic. Although it's only 2-1. It's only 2-1 in the 4th inning. Still got time. Kill off your field at the 5-yard line. Hurls a man, Blake Jackson, and he'll go down the 29-yard line. Flag on the play. You know, he's definitely got to get to Denver. I got to check the schedule because the Jaguars will play the Broncos in Denver this year, so I got to check. If it's like a Thursday night game, I would do it. Because I can be away for a day. Not on a football Sunday, but I can be away for a day. See what the flag is here. Top priorities in Disney? I don't know yet. I don't know. We usually get to everything, though. We're pretty good at doing Disney. We're pretty good at doing it. We have a method. We have a plan. So right now with Battlehawks football. I'm not playing well right now. They're only up by 7. And Duggan after the turnover. For the drop by Butler. What hotel am I staying at? We're staying in the Magic Kingdom area. Ball at the 19. Ready for Wednesday? Oh, I can't wait for the schedule release. We're going to go live. For that. Handoff here. Up the middle to the 24. Longest I've gone on sports since 2010. Like a week. Like without watching sports, probably a week. That's usually on a cruise or at Disney. It won't be the case here because the Jaguars have a preseason game and whatnot. Favorite NFL team is the Jaguars. Giants worried about getting swept by the Twins. No, the Twins are playing red hot. Now, the D-backs series, they lose that, I'd be a bit concerned. With that. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 24. Appreciate you, Cujo. 2 at the top of the screen. Duggan, they send 4. Steps up. Deep shot. Going for it all. Has a step. And somehow caught. A 50-50 ball between Gary Jennings and Cameron Dantzler. And Jennings saying, hold me closer, Cameron Dantzler. I've got this football. At the 43-yard line. Right, does COVID count? That changes a lot. Yeah, if COVID counts, yeah, that's... Then, yeah, obviously that would be the answer. Your Orlando Porters of the Simpsons World Universal have no idea what I'm going to enjoy. All right, I'll give you some tips for Universal, too. I'll give you some tips for Universal and Disney. I'll help you out, man. I'll help you out. That's my area. They're going to view this play. NHL playoffs instead. Well, NHL playoffs are great. NHL playoffs are great. They're reviewing this play. But Universal, The Simpsons Red's great. I don't know how I call that. Islands of Adventure is really good as well. Men in Black's a fun ride. Men in Black's a really fun ride. I also like the Harry Potter Forbidden Journey one in Islands of Adventure. There's some good stuff at Universal. City Walk's also pretty cool. Some good nightlife down there. double check, make sure he caught this ball. We're reviewing it right now. 59 seconds in the third quarter. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. Let's double check this one more time. Did he strip it away from Dantzler cleanly without hitting the ground? It looks good to me. Based on the angle I see, that looks like a catch. I don't think anything's going to return that call. And it won't. Ball to 43. First down. What a grab by Jennings. Again, Denzel Mims released by the Battlehawks earlier this week. A disappointing tenure for the former Baylor man. That might be the end of his pro football career. Hand off to the side. Sailors. To the 30. 28 flag on the play, though. He makes some runners in the corners. 2 outs. Pavin Smith gets on with the second hit. Have to go watch in the second half. All good, man. Hopefully they get some points. What sport is only fun in the playoffs? Only fun in the playoffs? I don't know if there's any sport that's only fun in the playoffs. Holding on the offense, back it up. Team is the Ravens. It's a good team. Had our number as of late. Ravens have definitely had our number lately. I love Lamar. Jared Jones-Smith can call for the whole 1st and 20. Oh, you're going to miss the sim, Cujo. Wait, you're going to miss the sim. But you can watch the timestamp. All right, if you're watching this timestamp for when the sim happens, it's going to be about 1:53. 1 hour, 53 minutes is where the timestamp is going to be for the sim. So, about that. 1:53-ish. That area. Pop up by Naylor. That's a bummer. Because I was going to do the sim next rush week. We never went to commercial. So, we're going to do the sim. Play action with Howard. Gives it to Pierce on the screen. Runs a long way horizontally to lose a bunch of yards. He'll lose 3. Second down at about 17. I'll put a poll up to start the fourth quarter. It's a close one here in Memphis. As St. Louis looks to get one step closer to going back to the playoffs for the second straight year. Can't clinch a spot, but they can all but assure themselves of a spot up by 2 games with 3 to go. If they win this one here. Memphis, their season on the brink. But let's sim this game. Let's sim. Best of 7 from Cujo. 91 Bulls, 23 Nuggets. Game 1. Nuggets win. Whoa! The Nuggets won that one by 30? Wow. Okay. Nuggets win game 1 by 30. Game 2. Bulls win by 12. Okay. 1-1 in the series. Game 3. Nuggets win. Wow, these games are not close. They're remotely close. Nuggets win by 22. Game 4. Bulls win by 9. So 2-2 in that series. Game 5. Nuggets win by 7. Triple-double for Jokic. Game 6. Nuggets win. Nuggets in 6. Nuggets in 6. D-Max like 3 or 4th and I just don't think that series is cause for concern for the Giants. Yeah, I think so. Game was shown on side. Yeah, just a little bit. It's not going to get caught. It's not going to get caught. That one's fine. It's just half the, it's like 1/4 of the screen. It was a commercial. It's not going to get caught. I'm pretty sure you guys tuning in. Hi, UFL Sports Show on the net. This kid makes you want to listen to SFL football. Appreciate you, man. You know, we do pretty much all the UFL games. We're not doing any. So here's the schedule that we're doing going forward. Here's the schedule for the UFL going forward of the games that we're doing. So let me let you know. Friday, if Memphis San Antonio means nothing, we're not doing it. Twins walking off. Let's go, baby. If Memphis San Antonio means nothing, we're not doing that game on Friday. Saturday, I can't do it because my sister is graduating. Sunday, we'll do Arlington, D.C. That's week 8. Week 9. The game plan for week 9. Let's check. Week 9, we are doing all the games. Week 9, all the games. Friday night, the 2 Saturday, and the Sunday. Week 10, we are doing... Okay, St. Louis, D.C. It's going to depend on if that means anything for a playoff spot. If it's just seeding, we're not going to do it. Week 10 depends on the games if they mean anything. Week 10 is up in the air. Week 10 to be determined. If the games mean nothing, we're not going to do them. But we are going to do the playoff games, all the playoff games. So week 8, we're doing the Sunday game. Week 9, every game. Week 10 to be determined. both playoff games in the semis, and obviously the championship. So that's the schedule going forward for the UFL. Keep that in mind. Fourth quarter, I'm at the wrong screen. I just realized that. Oh, don't leave the yard. Oh, Goriel misplayed that ball, but at least didn't leave the yard. That's going to be a triple. No, just hold it to. Okay. 90% you have the Battlehawks winning this game. 2nd and 22. Long ways to go. That's in a row for the Twins. Who would have thought? Baldelli went from the hot seat to super duper cool. Super cool. Duggan. Quick pass on the comeback, incomplete. Darby can't hold on. 3rd and 22. So again, if you want schedule, tomorrow we're going to be doing some MLB games, including the D-backs against the Giants at night. And we are doing... Oh, what's the other game we're doing? What's the other game? Is there another game we're doing? Yeah, Brewers Guardians we're doing. Rocks taking over St. Louis Battlehawks football. Oh, yeah. I love Battlehawks are... I mean, that's what the league needs to be. Just a bunch of fan bases like the Battlehawks. 3rd and 22. Duggan just going to take it himself, trying to get around his man, and will be unsuccessful. He was able to get by the defensive tackle with ease, but Eric Arrow forced him out for getting by Josiah Bronson. 4th and long, we'll have to punt this ball away. Giants last in the extra goal. Yes. After this, it's the Rockies. So this is, when I say the gauntlet, it's 5 straight series with no off days. That's what I mean by the gauntlet. 5 straight series, no off days. Mets, Phillies, Mets, Dodgers, Giants. No off days. Right now we're 500 in the gauntlet, which I would gladly take. I would gladly take. Do a side baseball? Yes, we're doing the Guardians game later tonight. We are doing that game later tonight. At 7 o'clock Eastern. Hall Frichter on to punt, 4th and 20. Memphis is going to get the ball back after getting an offensive stop. They've not allowed any points this half. Punt down to the 14-yard line. So a 33-yard punt, no return. And that's where the Showboats will take over with Dresser Winning Company. Oh, that's flying right to him. Oh. I wish we could have gotten the Brendan Pickle, but that's fine. It's 1-0 Dodgers, top of the 4th. So that's the gauntlet. Then, I mean, we get the Rockies. We then get the Dodgers again. But after this, it does get a little bit easier. Rockies, Dodgers, Cardinals playing red hot, but Cardinals, Pirates, Nationals, Braves, Reds. I mean, it gets easier. This gauntlet is what is insane. I don't know what MLB was thinking, putting these 5 series back with no off days, but we got through this okay, unscathed. We're okay. Screen pass caught by Prince, but no gain on the play. Thrown down immediately by Fadakasi. 2nd and 10. Patrick the Battlehawks, we're going to stay together. It feels that way. It does feel that way. Yeah, cards are good. Cards are good this year. But it gets a lot easier. Like, when I look at the schedule, I'm like, okay, we just got to get through this series at 500. You do that, we're good. You do that, we're good. And right now, what are we? We're at 500. Exactly. 500. Hand off here to Prince. I'll even take 1 under. I'll even take that. Hand off, nothing doing to Prince. 3rd and 10 to the side of the 14-yard line. Right, so we're 2-1 against the Mets. Then 1-2 against the Phils, so 3 and 3. Then 1-2 against the Mets, 2-1 so far in this one. So yeah, we're exactly at 500. So you win this game. That's why the Friday game hurt. So I'm like, okay, that gives us, that would have given us some leeway. 2 Super Bowl MVPs in 1 game again? I don't think so. I don't think we're ever going to see it. Because before it was people voted. Now it's not like that. 3rd and 9. Off his back foot, fires middle of the field. That ball is caught, but nothing doing on the play at the 19-yard line. Gain of just 5. Win. A lot of throws stay off his back foot. Not looking most comfortable at times. And they'll have to punt. It's a quick 3 and out. That's like Friday's loss really hurt. Butler is a dog. He is. He is. He's not doing as well this year compared to last season, but he's still near the top of the league in touchdown catches. He's got 3 catches this year. They've all been for touchdowns. So it is funny. He's only 3 catches this year, but they're all in the end zone. Look at Jerome Bettis' stat line. 4th and 5. Punting it away here is Mengel. Fields at the 31-yard line by Pearson. To the 35 to the 40. And Pearson gets a bit slippery with it down to the 42. Juke's Belfo out of his shoes, but They'll start at the 42-yard line with 11:41 to go in regulation. Because back in the day with Super MVPs, it used to be they voted on it. Like, it was like a group of voters, and they voted. So sometimes it would come to the same vote. Like, where it'd be a tie. But it's not like that anymore. They've changed the process compared to what it was back in the day. Get all the 42. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, click the link above to watch yesterday's video about a ticketing controversy involving the New Orleans Saints back in the 70s. Tomorrow's video, we're going to talk about the 1980s, the Jets. Now, this video about the Jets, it is not something about the Jets doing anything stupid. It's more about a player on the Jets, or that was going to get signed by the Jets, and he did something stupid before getting signed by the team. Jerry West, yes. That was a losing player getting it. He's the only one in the NBA to do it. Now, I think LeBron could have easily gotten it in 15. Butler on the Rock will be your first guest. Ooh. That's a good name for a show. It's a good name for a show. I'm there, Wilson. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Good one here. Another good game in the UFL. The game's been really good this week. Friday night's game was good, even though we're going to call it. Saturday's game, the no time left touchdown. Bryce Perkins handing it off. The controversy with 2 seconds left. This comeback, down by 19 points coming back. So, Die Hard podcast show. Ooh. Yeah, I like seeing increased coverage for the UFL. I like seeing all these shows pop up. And there are a lot of channels doing it. Like, I'm not the only one doing the UFL. There are other channels that do UFL games, which is awesome. Braves or Red Sox? Depends if the Red Sox are good defensively. I think in a 3-game series, I'll take the Red Sox to win too. But 4-game series, I think it's a split. Yeah, like, who else is doing this game right now on YouTube? Who else is doing? Yeah, we got like a few people doing this game, which is awesome. Like, we have people, which is really, really good. Like, there is coverage for this league, which is awesome. The fact that I'm not the only one doing play-by-play is incredible. That's fair. All right. Have to check it out. First down the 42-yard line. St. Louis, any score makes it a 2-score game. UFL or college basketball regular season? Ooh, I mean, I love college basketball. So I'm going to say college basketball regular season. Ball at the 41-yard line after the return by Pearson. Under center, the give to Howard. Hasn't done much today. Hasn't gotten the ball a lot since the first quarter. He'll get nothing there. 2nd and 10. Bigger than the NFL? Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. The UFL knows that, too. It's not going to be bigger than the NFL. Howard averaging 4.7 yards per carry this season. Yeah, rising around during the game as well. Yes, he's doing a lot of games. He does a lot of Battlehawks games, too. I think he's a Battlehawks fan. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Duggan takes a snap, swings it out. It's caught by Howard. Howard to the 45. Howard out of bounds to the 48. I've noticed him. I've noticed a few other people that do the games consistently. And if this league blows up, we're going to be rewarded. We're going to be rewarded for it. The Raiders are signing Jalen Smith. The Raiders are signing linebacker Jalen Smith. Third and 3. Empty backfield, 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Duggan, they send 3 plus a spy. Has to get rid of it. Fires down the sideline, 1-on-1. Incomplete. Looking for Pearson. Great coverage. Stride for stride. Mark Gilbert. Pearson wants a flag. He's not getting it. And decision time here for the Battlehawks. I think 4th and 3 are punting this away. Yeah, he wants a flag, but he turns around all the way. That's not PI in the slightest bit. Gilbert almost could have made the pick on that one, too. Yeah, that's not a flag. Orioles have tied it up on the Angels, 2-2 in that one. 10 minutes to go in regulation. Brady could, yeah. Theoretically, he could. Anyone can join the UFL. Like, anyone can join the UFL. St. Louis is challenging for PI, and I didn't see a whole lot there for PI. I really didn't. He had his head turned all the way. There wasn't a whole lot of contact. I'll put a poll up. Again, Super Challenge. This is the first of the game. If you win this one, you get a second one. If not, you lose your timeout and your Super Challenge. But Eddie Beck going to challenge this one. And obviously, if this call goes St. Louis's way, St. Louis will be in field goal range. Can make it a 2-score game and kill 2 more minutes off the clock. You got to be very specific with the call here. Now, Pearson might not have been at this. Okay, might have been the end of the route. They didn't show the top of the route. Hang on a second. Because Pearson did blow by him to start. He blew by Gilbert to start. So it actually... Okay, they showed the wrong thing on the replay when wanting PI. Because it's at the top of the route. It's not at the very end when Gilbert caught up. Because Gilbert was beat. Did he tug the jersey afterward of Pearson after he got beat and slow him down? That's how he caught up. Okay, this is the angle we need. This is the money angle. Is there a tug? There's contact. I don't know if it's a tug. There definitely is contact to the waist. Yeah, Showboats are urgent here. Yep. Not surprised. Their coaching situation is a mess. Quarterback situation is a mess. I'm not even remotely surprised. I'm not sure it's enough to overturn this call, though. There is no foul for defensive holding. So St. Louis loses their timeout, loses their Super Challenge. There was some contact to the waist, but it didn't look like a tug of the jersey. The Nuggets might do this. It's time to have the talk about the Thunder. It's time to have the talk. I think for the Thunder, too, if they don't do it this year, you got to trade for KD or get a superstar. Trade for Giannis, trade for KD. Because this roster is not going to be able to do it. The Rockies have won a game. 9-3. The Rockies have won a game. For real. This is not a drill. The Rockies have won. Punt bounce to the 15 and down to the 5-yard line. Great punt by Hofrichter. Called a 47-yard punt. XL versus the NFL. Oh, the NFL wins. But the Battlehawks atmosphere is incredible. Battlehawks atmosphere can be better than NFL at times. So formality, in my opinion. Formality, for what? Or just for the whole franchise. As a Sonics fan, I see why you might say that. What's a format? What do you mean a formality for what? Wrongest one, should we all sing hallelujah for that miracle? We should, yes. All pray to Pope Leo. The White Sox are 2-1 since Pope Leo took over. So, you know what? He's working miracles already. First down at the 5-yard line. Yeah, the Rockies, it's official. The Rockies won, that's formality. That's official. If that's what you mean. They head off to the side, goes to Adams, and Adams will get 2 yards. Yeah, Julian playing like he needs to. Just wait for Aaron Gordon to hit a buzzer beater. Second 8 at the 7. Now, yeah, if you buy a membership, you can use the Battlehawks emojis in the chat to show support for the Battlehawks and show that call is truly the law. You get a lot of cool perks as well. Ball State EMU, ooh. I'm going to take Ball State. Not by much. Remember Nice Mother's Day? I think she did. When is Rockies White Sox? July 4th weekend. That's how we celebrate our independence. We are celebrating our 1 to bicentennial with that. Reserve 5-star championships? I think so too. Handoff up the middle. We'll call it a gain of 5 for Prince. Brings up 3rd and about 3. Yeah, the worst series is July 4th, 5th, 6th, I think. Yeah, July 5th. Yeah, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yep. Will I be on the call for any of those games? I gotta check. I might have to do it. I have to see what the D-Vex schedule's like. Oh, D-Vex are at home that week. Oh, crap. 3rd and 3. Drag route. Caught. Down to the 17 goes number 82, Eli Stove. Stove is hot after that one. Gain of 5 and a first down. With 8 minutes to go in the contest. It's a Rockies White Sox. Okay, wait. The Saturday game is at 1 o'clock. Okay, so that works, actually. What's membership? It's people that have the green text next to their name. Memberships. So you get extra perks besides just being a fan of the channel. Yeah, Saturday night, July 5th, we could do it. Because the D-backs do not play until they play in the afternoon and the game's at night. Wynn steps up, deep shot, going for it all. Oh, that would have been a touchdown if he caught it. Would have been a touchdown to David Davis. But he overthrew it. He overthrew it. 2nd and 10. Cubs scores over 4th of July. You have to see what I'm doing 4th of July. So I'm going to go to the game, I think. 1894, a long time ago. Had the step 2 on the post pattern. Had Davis wide open. That could have been 6. 2nd and 10. Win 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They give to the side. Prince, that could be a face mask, and that will be a face mask. Yep, clear as day. 15-yard penalty. Taking down by the face mask. We have to be on twice. That's caveat. Yep. That's hard to do. Not many can pull it off. Well, they got the emojis next to their names, too. They got the emojis next to their names. The little squares next to their names. Wait, they're going to overturn the call? Are they going to say no face mask? It looked like an awkward tackle, but are they going to say no face mask? I mean, it looked like it. Say guard around the neck. Prince won it. He's not going to get it. Sky Judge comes in and overturns it. 3rd and 13. They're going to say grab them around the neck, but not the face mask. That's a legal tackle. Yeah, I'm student June, July. Yep, I'm student every day, June, July. Every single day. Win, they send 4. Scrambling, fires on the run in the direction of Jonathan Adams, but nothing there. Incomplete. Thunder's up 2-0. Gary schemes here, or Sentinel schemes? Probably not. Probably not. Definitely not Florida. I know that much. Living in Phoenix, I'm not going to do that. ASU, I'm not sure yet. Probably not. Blue Jays up 5-1 on the Mariners. 4th and 13, 6 minutes to go. I'll have to punt it back to St. Louis. Yeah, we're streaming all day June, all time July. We're doing nothing but baseball, and then obviously UFL championship and playoffs. Punt field by Pearson with a running start at the 45-50 into plus territory at the 45. Cuts back, spin move. If he can turn the corner, he's got a chance, but he slips down at the 45-yard line. 10-yard return on the play. Just 31 yards of net there. And St. Louis, 1 first down to get into field goal range, and I don't want to say put this thing on ice, but give him a really good chance. 6:12 to go. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on this channel. So try and grow this community even more. Got to so July 5th. I think we're going to do it. I'm not even going to make the call for that one. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Because why the heck not? Second show at 7 o'clock Eastern. Ooh. The Pope now gives people reason to care about the 05 White Sox. Yep. ESPN for years thought that Chicago Cubs were it broke the curse for all of Chicago. They forgot. The White Sox World Series is funny. That might be the most forgotten World Series of all time. Most forgotten World Series champion of all time. Not anymore, it's not. And if you ask people what's the most forgotten World Series champion, people forgot the White Sox won it in 05. I don't think it's possible anymore. I don't know what the most forgotten one is now, but it's definitely not the White Sox. How's it going, Charles? Welcome to the chat. Thunder trailed by 6. Oh boy. Yeah, it's time to have the SGA talk. To put him in the Embiid and Harden class. It's time. If they don't finish the job this series, it is time. Appreciate you tuning in, Charizard, as always. First and 10, the 45-yard line. Again, if St. Louis wins this game, they're 2 up with 3 to play. The top 2 teams in each conference, as it's 3-0 Dodgers, make it to the playoffs. Defenders have 5 wins. Yo, Padres out of the first ever rain delay. That's a good giveaway. Whether the cheap ones, like the clear ones that don't do anything. Knicks win game 4, you're still going Celtics in 7. No. If they win game 4, I'm not. If they win game 4, I'm not. But I'm letting this bet ride that I put on them. First down at the 45-yard line. Speaking of White Sox, any plans to restart any connection between White Sox Poplio for a baseball video? I don't think so. I think everyone's done that already. They're to blow it up. No, they have a young core. They just need to add someone. They need to add a Giannis or a KD and bring them back. Ball at the 45-yard line. Is that a challenge flag? Oh, come on. Really? That shouldn't be allowed. The UFL has to fix that. They have to fix a super challenge being thrown after 3 minutes. After the commercial break, it should be like baseball. You have 15 seconds to throw the challenge flag. Because that's insane. That is insane. You want to be a TV-driven league? This is bad TV. This is really bad TV. This cannot be a thing. It needs to be a 15-second timer to throw the flag. The ability to throw a super challenge after a TV timeout with a bit of commercial for 3 minutes is nuts to me. They're reviewing this for potential block in the back, which would... I mean, he's got a point. This should be block in the back. It should have come way earlier, the challenge flag, but that is a block in the back. I think they will win that challenge. But that is... Will they make this American Homecoming? I'm going to guess probably September. Though actually probably not, because football season, the scheduling and whatnot, it would be a nightmare. I'm going to have to wait for the NFL, honestly, to put out the schedule. Because they're not going to put it in the city with an NFL game at the same time. Be too much of a security nightmare. Maybe next year? I feel like he's got to come back to America. I mean, I can't imagine just like, you go there for a visit for the conclave. You go there thinking you're going to be gone for a week, and nope, you're gone for life. I'm gone for life. You're a satellite head. I love that one. Again, we're checking for the block in the back. But again, we've gone 5 minutes now without a play. There's no injuries. This shouldn't be a thing. It's not going to work. Super Challenge does not work. It was close. But again, that should not be a thing. Okay, routine grounder. There we go. All right, 3-0. It's not good, but it's not the worst. That's what's pro Francis. Yep. I can't even imagine that. I really just can't imagine you just go to a place and now you're there for life. Sailors, up the middle, gain of 8. Ready to go back to Argentina after the conclave, and sure enough, he was elected. I call him a satellite ad. Let me know, OKC wouldn't be bad. He had to go with Alex. No, they need a superstar. Levine's not a superstar. 2nd and 3. 5.5 to go. The give. Sailors to the side. Gets the first down at the 33-yard line. Favorite holiday for sports besides Thanksgiving? I would say... besides Thanksgiving. New Year's Day. Definitely New Year's Day. Definitely New Year's Day. I'm flying back to New York for the weekend. If someone said, like, oh yeah, so now you're stuck here forever, and you're never going to be able to go back to Phoenix again. All your stuff that was already there, yep, too bad. It's just going to sit there forever. You're here for life now. Like, oh god, that would suck. Handoff. Nothing on the play. 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line. They're in field goal range. He's here for the college football playoff. I would agree and disagree. I think back in the 80s it was better. Back in the day where the bowl games meant the championship. I think it was better then. Not when the playoff was happening beforehand and the bowl games meant nothing, relatively speaking. 2nd and 9. They give to Howard. I think it now means something again, which is great. Nothing doing at the 30-yard line. 3rd down. So it's more of that. It was the best in the 80s. The worst in the 2010s in non-playoff years, and now it's good again. Went back to Chicago, but still say Pope. That wouldn't be possible. Just security-wise, it wouldn't be possible. 3rd and 7. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield. Duggan just going to run. Just trying to get some yards, make it close for a field goal, not taking any chances. They'll call it a gain of 3. 4th and 4. With 3.5 to go. And now Blankenship on for the field goal. Make this as a 2-score game, and St. Louis is looking pretty good. Monzel City broke me. Yeah, losing to the White Sox like that. Oof. 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. Man. Yeah, I think that's a throw in the towel moment for the Marlins this year. The way they're playing. 44-yard try. Blankenship perfect this season. To make it a 2-score game, he's got it. Yeah, the NFL will be calling his name. 19-9 the score. Battlehawks got some yards on the ground that drive. They did. Killed some clock. Played it very smart. They lead by 10. And again, Memphis eliminated with the loss today. If Memphis loses, we're not doing the UFL on Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to stream on Friday because I'll be in New York, but we're not doing UFL because Memphis San Antonio literally means nothing. Remember those days in the 80s I look forward to New Year's Bowl games, now not so much. I mean, now we still do because now you have the playoff games, so they mean something. It definitely has changed a lot. Because 80s it was more exclusive to make a bowl game. It was a bigger deal, and you could decide the championship on New Year's Day. Like, by New Year's Day, you knew who the champion was. There was something special about that. Kickoff out of bounds. So a good field position here for Memphis. Spring New York City's best time? Spring New York City's a good time. I will not disagree with you on that one. Good time to walk around Times Square and go to a Broadway show and whatnot. It's not a bad time. Weather's good. Well, Constance faced, like, no one today. First down at the 40-yard line. Do or die time for the Showboats. Everything's 4-down territory here. Ideally, you want to score before the 2-minute warning. Get that extra timeout. It's tough. One of the top three of the bottom. Win, drops back. They send 4. Fires middle of the field. Wobbly throw, but caught down to the 42-yard line and struck in ahead to the 38. Grabbed there by Eli Stove, his second of the quarter. It's the first 10 plus territory. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you at all. It's a bad series to drop. That's a bad series to drop. Jags going 2-15-2 and the Colts going 20-0. Well, they're going to lose in Jacksonville. We know that. We already know that. Can't say Big Ten the most overrated conference at the SEC. Well, they call themselves top of Liberty. Oh, I don't get that. It's cramped in there. I would never do that. I would never climb to the top of Statue of Liberty. I'd be claustrophobic in that. Win, drops back. They sit for blindside. Hit, loses the ball, but picked up on the play by the Showboats. Alec Lindstrom, the center, able to fall on that when we go the 2-minute warning. The pocket completely collapses. Barring anything crazy, what was it, 5-1? Flag on this play, though. Hang on a second. Are they going to take Gonsolin out? He's on 81 pitches. They can't take him out. I would love if they did. See if there's a penalty here. No, they pick up the flag. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 17 when we get back. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on this. Breaking news! Breaking news! Hang on a second, folks. Breaking news. The Rockies have fired Bud Black. The Rockies have fired Bud Black. It is official. It is official. It is official. They won today, but he's gone. They won today, but he is out. Literally after a win. I love to do it after a win. Not that he didn't deserve to get fired, but literally after a win. That's amazing. Literally after they won a game. But it's official. Our play so far this season, was inevitable. Just after a win. I love they did it. Especially coming off the last 2 seasons, has been unacceptable. Our fans deserve better, and we are capable of better. While we all share responsibility in how the season has played out, these changes are necessary. So, yeah. Mike Redmond's also out. Congrats on the win. Also, hey, coach, you're fired. Yep. Mother's Day cookout. Been hoping the Rockies to move on for Lexus 22. I think a lot of people have. Oh, I'm bummed because now I wanted to last for at least another week. It's like round your winning day. Free wide, we're already late. I wanted to last another week just so that he would be there for the D-back series. Are they under this game? We're gonna be on later tonight, so I'm not sure. We're gonna be on later for a D-back for a Phillies game, so. I don't know on that one. I honestly don't know. It's ownership's fault, but there was no point Black being there. Absolutely. Triple A team beat the Rockies? Yes, they could. Yes. The dreaded vote of confidence. You knew when the vote of confidence was coming that he was gone. You knew that. But 2nd and 16. Regular clock rules apply. Win. Rolls out. They send 5. Fires on the run into the end zone. Flag on the play. Incomplete. Looking for Adams. What's the call? Holding on the defense. So move it up 5 yards and automatic first down at the 40-yard line. And regular clock rules apply. 1:51 to go. If you're just tuning in, make sure you like and subscribe. Helps out a ton on the channel. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. I appreciate all you guys being on this stream and being here as we call this game. First and 10. One of the top three at the bottom. I see when to fire people, right? It's like when the Mets fired Willie Randolph after being the Angels. It's like, why now? Win. They send 6. Back shoulder. Incomplete. Not enough underneath that one. Broken up by Chris Payne and Jones. Loxley, the intended target. Yeah, the Marlins are in trouble. They're in trouble right now. Rockies owner saw Commissioner Stephanie Strat to hold the team and took action. There it is. Brian, is the next get fired? I think fact on that one. Well, they're up 4-2 on the Angels, but if they lose this game, I think so. My friend just texted, it's because they put Payne at first. Second and 10. Win, stepping up. He's looking for anyone. Flag on the play for holding. It's not going to matter. He does a Will Levis underhanded toss. Incomplete pass. But it's going to be holding, grounding, everything under the sun. So the Champions League foul? Probably not. Probably not. So the cash texture said if I deal with the same name, with the name Sarah because the chick would dress him. Oh yeah, that is true. Your profile picture's good. The winningest manager in history is finally gone. So we have holding on the play. I'll be declined. Because we also have intentional grounding. So 3rd and forever. An underhanded toss while falling down Superman style. And they're back in their own territory at the 44-yard line. Whew, man. 3rd and a mile. You gotta get yards here. Down by 2 scores in 4-down territory. Well, D-backs. I think he's out. He's out. He's out. He should be at least. That's second. He should be out. So Giants lost today. Padres lost today. Rockies fired their manager. D-backs probably going to lose today. 3rd and 26. What do you have in the playbook here? Like Peter Griffin? Alright. I'm not as fat as him. I know that much. 3rd down. Do like some random flashbacks. Win. Rolling, fires on the run, overthrown, but one-handed grab, somehow caught by Loxley to make it 4th and manageable. There was a flag on the play. A heck of a grab. Will it matter, though? Blue Jays lead 7-1 on the Mariners. Holding on the offense. So back it up. 3rd and 36. How much worse can this get? Ref ball? No, there's holding. He grabbed him around the neck. No, that's holding. I mean, grounding was the right call. Holding was the right call. Right, imagine what a bunch of kids what he's supposed to do. I mean, he wasn't making the right moves. Either. Kellen Deesh, the backup left tackle, can call for that one. Trying to say Ryan Walker to the minors? I think they do. I think you're right on that one. We're going to do 2 games in that series. Monday and Tuesday we're doing the games. All right, long review here. Come on, make the right call. Overturn it. He's out. Overturned. He's out. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Made the right call. 3rd and Nashville. Pretty much. 3rd and Beale Street. And no ref leagues. Yep, just pure anarchy. 3rd and 36. with a 10-second runoff. They send 4. Win. Throws on the run. It's incomplete. 4th and 36. You know, honestly here, here's what I would do. I would take a safety. I would take a safety here. Run backwards, take a safety, give St. Louis 2 points, make it 21-9, and then you have 4th and 12. I would take a safety automatically. I would do the 4th. Because look, 4th and 36 versus 4th and 12. I know which one I'm taking. I would much rather, as Memphis calls a timeout, I think you take a safety here. I think if you're smart, you take a safety. You give St. Louis 2 points. There's no onside kick. You can get the 4th and 12. It's a lot easier and more manageable than 4th and 36. You're not getting 4th and 36. You need to get, assuming you don't get, if you go for 1 and you don't get, you need 2 touchdowns either way. You need 2 touchdowns either way. I know it's a 10-point game. But considering Memphis' struggles this season, you pretty much need 2 touchdowns. I would take a safety. 21-9. Make it 4th and 12. Wait, so only 2 scores even do that. They do. But you need 2 scores either way. It comes down to this. You need 2 scores either way. Would you rather have 4th and 12 or 4th and 36? They're lining up to call a play. Should be able to decline safeties? They can't do that, but that'll be interesting. No, they're calling a play. I don't agree with this at all. Win. Buying time. Middle of the field. It's caught, but not even close to the sticks. At the 43-yard line. And that's going to do it. That will do it. 2 kneel downs, and let's get out of here. St. Louis goes to 5-2. They've won 3 straight games with Duggan at quarterback. They've heard of their manager. Remember the dumb situation about a UFL game? I've done it before on cgiuliani News. I've done it before. I'm not sure. One kneel down. You gotta take one more just for old time's sake, and then that's it. So Memphis officially eliminated from the playoffs. St. Louis 5-2. Next one tomorrow? I do not think so. St. Louis goes on the road, wins their 3rd straight. And St. Louis and DC tied atop the conference at 5-2. Well, this also means that the Memphis-San Antonio game means nothing tomorrow. Or on Friday, I mean. The game means literally nothing. Memphis-San Antonio is a game between 2 teams that are mathematically eliminated. We will not be doing that game Friday. If we do a stream Friday, it's going to be something else. But it will not be that. 19-9 your final. The Battlehawks win by multiple scores. Didn't do a lot the second half offensively. Didn't need to. How much do you think the Celtics win by? 15. I think they won by 15. I think 15 points. 19-9 your final. All right, you know what? This game actually went by pretty quick, and the game's not going to start for another hour. Break the Showboats someone back. We can't break it, but it's going to stay in that spot for a while. I can tell you that much. Yeah, Rockets fired Bud Black. Why? He was doing so well. He was 1-0 since the 21-0 loss. He was doing a great job. All right, so, you know, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do overtime. But I have a hard out. For overtime at 6:45 Eastern time, okay? So here's the game plan. I'm going to 5 minutes on the clock. Every donation increases time we're on stream. Once the clock gets 0, that's the end of the stream. Rockies moving? No, they're not moving. They're not moving. If it's 6:45, I have a hard out because I need to get the Phillies Guardians stream up and running. So keep that in mind. We are going to do OT, but I do have a hard out at 6:45. If that happens and it goes past, it's all good. I'll just do it after the end of the Rockies game. So keep that in, or not the Rockies game, the Guardians game. So just keep that in mind. Again, every donation increases time we're on stream. Once the clock is 0, they say to the stream. You see what it takes to get into the queue. So just keep that in mind with overtime. So we're going to do it. If it doesn't go 45, I mean, that's all good. If it does, we're just gonna do some of the stuff at the very end. We can answer them anyways. Yep. Michael the Tour, 7. All right, not the Prince song. What time is left on the clock when the guards game starts? That all that happens is at 6:45. All we do is we just move it to we do the rest of the requests after the Guardians game is done. So that's what it is. So that's what we do. So don't worry, we still get to everything. Connor with a tour. You want Boston game? We'll get you on there. LeBron James musical. Renora Zora. Oh boy. And you want that game. All right. Appreciate you, man. Reset the clock a little bit. So you see what it takes to get to the queue? So we're doing this overtime period. Because why not? So let's get that. 7. LeBron James musical. The matchups have ended now. DC St. Louis, Michigan Birmingham. Be back for the Nuggets game. All good. All good. Should probably put that on. Should probably put that game on. So Michael Tour, Metallica Frantic. Just give you an idea. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'll put a poll up for the 4. Appreciate you, man. This feels like a Foo Fighters song. It's not the end of Risk. All good. Yeah, there's still some more songs I can tell. Why is Megadeth doing a Foo Fighters song? I mean, I like it. I like this song. It's a Foo Fighters song. Keller with a 20. Oh, let's go, baby. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? Rather have 21. Oh, boy. Dealing with semis this time. Let's go. Let's go. Which game do you want? Like, I do like this song. It's just a Foo Fighters song. I feel like they didn't know what they wanted to be on this album. They don't know what they want to be on this album. On Pope's team. White Sox, baby. White Sox are in front. So $4 going to Red Sox Tigers. But $20 on the White Sox. We have not done a White Sox game this year. Could that change? It's close. It's a good solo. Someone's coming for St. Anger. It's funny, like, this album, I don't hate this. It's weird, like, the front of the album sucked. The front of the album absolutely sucked. Just during the World Cup. I was curious, already gonna be a nightmare during that. Oh, now second part of the song? Oh, we changed the drumming. Fact or fiction, Eagles run up the score? No, there's no such thing as running up the score. Professional level, there's no such thing as running up the score. It's never been a thing, never will be a thing. Not at the pro level. Not when it comes to that. I'm going to turn D-backs off and just assume that they lose. And we'll throw ABC on for the end of that game. 84-80. The drumming in this section is very, very odd. It's like a swing almost. Should I include Lulu? Oh, God, yes. Oh, God. I've never listened to Lulu before, but I have heard horrible... I've heard, like, that's the worst sound ever made. Rob with a 6-star. Lyle Hutsier order to use a tablet for his cases. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Which one did you want again? You wanted the Red Sox, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I'll make sure. You want Red Sox? Yep, there we go. Did I put the Q in? The Q should be in. There we go. Worst trade ever? Probably Babe Ruth for cash. That didn't work out too well. Come out with the 2 I've seen justifications for it, but yeah, it's running up the score. Again, for the pros, they're professional athletes. There's no such thing in the pros as running up the score. There's no such thing as running up the score for the pros. We're gonna throw $8 onto the Red Sox game. At the professional level, you don't like it, stop it. They're getting paid to stop it. They have a job to do. We're not trying to... It's not hurting people's feelings. They're professional athletes making money from it. It's not running up the score. Okay, LeBron James musical. Renora Zero. This from 8 years ago? Oh, Hamilton? Oh, boy. Oh, God. ChatGPT caught it with a 5er. They didn't remember to score 59 until they had to. And there's no such thing. Love remembers JJ the Jet. Oh, God, that's a throwback. Oh, my God, that's a throwback. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, my God. You ever lose a little meme because of the line I'm on the table? Oh, gosh. The choreography is good on this, too. What else is about Giorgio Miami hit? That's... This is really good. Oh my God. The flow fits perfectly. The lyric, like, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. This is way better. We're expansion 73 and a real look at the Rockies. You probably Salt Lake. This is way too good for a LeBron musical. Do you draft 4th round? Should go minors or college? I go minors. 4th round, you go minors. Why are there so many people in this musical? How do they have the budget for this? Oh my God. Which concert would music compare the Kings sing You'll Be Back? Probably Dan Snyder. No, not Dan Snyder. Dan Gilbert. When he leaves. Yeah, when LeBron leaves, Dan's like, yeah, you'll be back. The mouthpiece incident? Oh, gosh. That was way too good. That was way too good. I don't know how that worked. All right, we got Kelly with another $5. Commissioner 70 Trust relook at the Rockets importantly use a plan same in this. Oh boy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get you on the White Sox. Yeah, where should she relocate? Yeah, Salt Lake. She go to Salt Lake for them. She would go to Salt Lake, I think. All right, let's go Frantic by Metallica. I am very worried about this. What is this drumming? Hockey? Not really. So, like, I've never called hockey in my life, so it's gonna be tough to do. What is this drumming? The mixing is all off. You're right. Nothing's on beat. The drumming's like, it's literally like a 10. Oh no. The drum sounds like a tin can. Yeah, you weren't kidding. The average sentence this week, not good. Under 10K this week. Someone Keller knows. Nothing's in key. What is this song? It's like fragments of songs. It's like 7 different songs. None of them are on beat. Who won? The Battlehawks won. $700 Zuffershirts built in North Course Field. All right. Next vid, tomorrow morning. This song sucks. It's only one. Don't tell me every song is like this. Don't even tell me every song is like this. No. My lifestyle is like Dead Style? Are you kidding me? That's not a real lyric. My lifestyle's from my death style. That is not a real lyric. Oh, the vocals are crap. Lone Bears in France. Caillou is Canada. That was crap. You were not wrong. The tin. I'm never going to get the tin out of my head. That tin sound is just atrocious. I mean, holy crap, that sucked. Right, oversized load. Get stopped by... All right, here we go. Let's run with the hive. We got an older cop here. All right, here we go. Got an older cop here. Triville, Chester River's nice. The entire... Oh, the snare... Oh, no. They really... I think they listened to the I Need More Cowbell skit, and we're just doing that. Just thought, you know what? We need more cowbell. All the cowbell. Dodgers hit a home run? Oh, crap. Nuggets down by 3. 1.6. All right, going nice and under. Wow. He's got good flexibility for being that old. Got really good flexibility, actually. Did he get underneath that? Wow. Mr. Kent, say football, UMass. Any touchdown stuff for a league bunch of Cowboys? Real poor quality recording of firework? Nice. Phillies game is at 7 o'clock Eastern. 7:10 Eastern. I don't know if I should do the reselling on the one hand, paying on the other hand, my friend, I want to torture you. I've heard worse. I've heard the Shags album. I can handle anything. I've heard the Shags. Phenomenal album from 1969. I can handle anything at this point. Trim the trees. Symposium, yes. That's 7 o'clock. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. I'm sure. Series started too. All right, let's see what the D-backs are choking this way. Did Maniply allow the hit? He sucks. I don't even know why I got called up. 5-0. Fantastic. I'm guessing Maniply did Joe Maniply things. I'm shocked on that one. So the cops are doing a good job here, just directing, like, obviously because this driver can't see anything, so cops are doing a very good job leading traffic and being careful here. Now, does it make a Super Bowl? I don't think so. I think you're right on that one. So it's not easy to drive with a literal house on there. If we lose a series tomorrow, let's just remember being the Marlins. Well, we wouldn't lose a series. We wouldn't lose a series. We won the first 2 or 3, so we'd split the series, which I would have taken at the start. I would have taken that. No, it's not the Rockies. Bills Lions, I can see that. Alright, so we got the load delivered safely. Struck needs to pull over. Truck's ain't driving the left lane, thank God. Welcome to my cookout? It depends. Depends how close by it is. Yeah, Marlins did win today. Alright, so this guy just didn't understand the rule. Alright. Alright. So he knew the rule, just didn't know what road. Alright. It's also interesting, like, truck drivers, a lot of times you go state to state. Actually, if Nixon passed away, I would be very sad. Bill's on say, well, I'm going to say it's possible, but I'm going to say fiction. I'm going to say fiction. It's definitely possible, though. Here's for Allen. I don't know about that. But yeah, Rockies announced that Bud Black's been relieved. Thank God it's about time. After a win is a weird timing, though. What's my prediction? I have Bills and the Rams. Hopefully fact on that one. Hopefully the Ocho starts covering it. Who would I pick? Probably DeBose. Why Rams? Because they're a good team. They're a good team. They got a good quarterback. They got a good defense. They got a good coach. They got all the pieces in place. All right. They pull someone for 9 over? Wow, okay. Wow. Going 9 over. How about that? Bills win? No, yes, if the Bills win. Don Shula matter Vince Lombardi from head coach. Lombardi. Definitely Lombardi. I don't know. Pull someone for 9 overs. This guy seems pretty polite, at least. I bet Arizona State tied in overtime. Who would win? Hopefully Arizona State. Hopefully. Rams stuff I could reuse? Absolutely. I reuse a lot of stuff. If it's the same team, I reuse a lot. Hey, D-Bash gonna get a run. Hey, about time. So myself ASU Mix Final Four? Pretty high. It'll be on the to be on the Ocho, it would be. All right. Appreciate all you guys tuning into this stream. We're in overtime right now. We're going to call it in 20 minutes regardless. Well, the Chiefs Rams and Chiefs Eagles. One ball would like the Jaguars. Bills Lions. I got the Bills. Browns McDermott in the playoffs. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Lions by 60. To watch NASCAR? Was the race that bad? Race that bad today? Jeez. They could. I mean, theoretically, they could. That's how the game's going. Bills Chiefs struggles plus one more coaching. Yes. Allen's not the issue. Allen's not been the issue at all in those games. It's not like it's Lamar where he's been outdueled in the playoffs. No. Allen's not the issue. Even close to the issue. I realize how much cops are involved with checking the trucks. And going like underneath the hood and everything. I didn't realize how involved they were with this. Preseason starts July 31st. Yeah, I think he did, yeah. No, they're not that good. Whereas play Seattle in the preseason. They don't play them this year in the regular season, right? So I'm gonna say fact. We'll find out on Wednesday. Can't really say we're involved in all these inspections. First week game, July 31st. It's the Hall of Fame game. Chargers Lions. Jets Cowboys, yes. That will definitely happen. Should be rivals. I mean, they're close by. Yeah, why not? They can't force a rivalry. They can't force one. You know, great players are not everything. I get why they fired Shot. I mean, sort of. I mean, he was never good in the playoffs, but North Turner was not the answer. It's pretty good cop in terms of the inspections. I didn't realize they were done that. Oh, Oklahoma State, not even close. And we have 3 ChatGPTs in. Again, clock's at 0. It's $5 more gets in the queue. At this point, I gotta set up everything for the guards stream at 6:45 Eastern time. So. Yeah, Tyler Bass, yes. I'm with you there. Got memberships? Oh, I forgot. It was a while ago. But 10 people got memberships. I don't remember, actually. I have no idea. Depends how they lost. It wouldn't surprise me based on how they played last year. How smart is he? He's gonna let him drive off. And just... Yeah, that's smart. So I do an inspection on the road. All right. How's it going, Ava? Welcome to chat. We're almost at the end of the stream, but we got some ChatGPTs to get to. Again, I have a hard out at 6:45. You can still put stuff in, but if I don't get to it, it's going to be just, we'll do it after this. Not going to age D-back saves for 2 seasons, but Jags won Super Bowl. Yes, I would do that. There's a lot of stuff I would do for that. So brand account, yeah, that sucks. That would suck. Remember one of the worst 16 teams ever? I mean, they were good last year. But, like, historically, they are the worst, yes. UFL schedule for next week. We're not doing Friday's game. Saturday we're not doing any of the games. And Sunday, we should be doing the game. So we're only doing one game next week, unfortunately. Yeah, that cop was very understanding. Cop was extremely understanding. He does a good job with the inspections, and I really, really like the way he talks. Like, just very, very down to earth. Very easy to understand. He was good. He was good. All right. Let's do some ChatGPT. We got 3 things. We're going to start off with... Lionel Hutz has to use a tablet at court. Okay? He doesn't know how to use it. All right, here we go. Mr. Hutz, this court now requires all attorneys to present their cases using digital tablets. Of course, Your Honor. I love technology. Why, just last week... Oh, absolutely, I would do that. Why, just last week I upgraded my pager. Look at this, baby. He holds up the tablet, but the screen is completely black. That's just the back of the tablet. Right, just test your object permanence, Your Honor. Classic legal tactic. I read about it somewhere. He taps to the screen, doesn't turn on. Okay, the team's like, yes, we can see every spot clinch next week. It can be clinched next week. Come on, open sesame. What's the magic words? Abracadabra? Password 123? 1234? He looks around. Your Honor, I seem to be experiencing a technical habeas corpus. Do you even know how to use that device? Do I know how to use it? Please. I've been using tablets since the Etch-a-Sketch. Why? Once I won a case using nothing but a Palm Pilot and a pack of gum. I'll be a Minster tablet. Ah, victory! See? I just opened... Oh, wait, that's solitaire. He starts playing solitaire in the middle of the case. Okay, if I can just drag the king to the queen... Oh, wait, that's not how kings work. Mr. Hutz, please either present your case or go back to chasing ambulances. Now, that I know how to do. Now he's poking wildly at the tablet. A pizza ordering app is open, and 12 large meat lovers extra anchovies is blinking on screen as he's trying to present. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe I just submitted the most delicious piece of evidence you've ever seen. That's a pizza order confirmation. Exactly. And like any great legal mind, I planned it. You see, Your Honor, this is a metaphor. Yes, a metaphor. The anchovies represent the injustice in this case. Okay, what are the olives then? Obstruction of pepperoni. Look, I'm not here to debate topics. I'm here to seek the truth and possibly get reimbursed for that pizza. He attempts to show the tablets of the jury, but the screen rotates wildly as he moves it, and it flips upside down. Here we have Exhibit A. My client's GPS data proving he was nowhere near the scene of the crime. Or possibly a map to a Chuck E. Cheese. Honestly, hard to tell, but one thing is clear, folks. Reasonable doubt, right? A loud chime from the tablet hops up. Oh no, did I just send an emoji to the bailiff? You sent me 3 winking faces, a fire truck, and a chicken. Exactly. That, folks, is what we call in the legal world a coded message. Mr. Hutz, is there any actual evidence on that device? Absolutely. Somewhere in that tiny glass rectangle is the key to justice. If I could upload my files to the cloud, he waves the tablet in the air. Is this where the cloud is? Does this have to be a sunny day? Oh, God. This guy's our only hope. Oh, crap. We're doomed. The court clerk leans over and whispers something to Hutz. He freezes, then brightens. Aha! Apparently, I've emailed my closing argument to myself, and I accidentally posted it on Craigslist. But I say, let's roll with it. Let the people decide. Proceed with your closing argument, Mr. Hutz, please, quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my client is as innocent as a baby duck. He couldn't have committed the crime because, according to this blinking rectangle of truth, he was busy liking cat videos at the time. And if that's not an alibi, I don't know what is. He smiles, but the tablet slips from his hands and lands in a pitcher of water. And that, Your Honor, is what we call drowning the evidence. Fantastic. God, that actually works pretty well. All right, Lil Brown Bear, JJ the jet plane, And here we go. When did you make the call start? Preseason. It started in August because I was like, there's 5 preseason games at the same time. I can only call one. You're going to help me decide which game we call. And then it worked pretty well. So I'm like, we're going to keep doing this. And it worked really well. So we've stuck with it. So, JJ the jet plane. Little Brown Bear encounters JJ the jet plane. Here we go. JJ is smiling like he always does. Parked under the sun. Little Brown Bear is already mid-meltdown. Where's my plane? I want to fly. Mama said I could fly. Where's my sky? Where's my buttons? Whoa, hey there, little cub. You look like you're having a rough time. Maybe a ride in the friendly skies will cheer you up. No, I don't want to ride. I want full air dominance. JJ chuckles nervously, but Logan throws a juice box at a bird. Now, no need to get fussy. Flying is serious business. You need training, teamwork, and I'll show you teamwork. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is he going to hijack the plane? Oh, crap. He leaps onto JJ's wing and scrambles toward the cockpit, shrieking like a gremlin. The screen tilts Dutch angle as he's flipping every switch in the cockpit. JJ's eyes cross. Sparks fly from the control panel. He's killing JJ. Oh, no, what are you doing? Those aren't snack buttons. Activate sky mode. I'm the captain now. The engines roar. He lifts off shakily, veering toward the mountains. He's riding the throttle like a rodeo bull, screaming incoherently. And now JJ is spiraling through the clouds. Birds scatter. He's hitting other planes. JJ, what's happening? You're spiraling to restricted airspace. I've been compromised. The bear is in the cockpit. Bubba Bear is out waving aviator sunglasses, chewing bubblegum. His blanket is tied like a cape. He's slamming buttons like a toddler DJ. Drop the snack cargo. Initiate juice attack. Target everything. Hits the red button. Juice boxes rain down over the countryside like fruity napalm. And Terrytown is now destroyed because JJ has crashed into it with just gas coming out of the plane. A cow is mooing. A weather vane explodes because he got hit by the plane. JJ was crying. The instrument panel is covered in applesauce. Little Brown Bear was asleep in the co-pilot seat, having just destroyed Terrytown. Just committing an act of terrorism with this plane. JJ's crying. I need a vacation. Oh my god. He hijacked the plane. He literally hijacked the plane. That's amazing. All right, we got time for this last one. Little Brown Bear. Yeah, this one. After JJ, Little Brown Bear, this is now Stephanie. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Stephanie trying to move the Rockies, and they're going to destroy Coors Field to make it happen. Going to relocate them to Portland. So we go to her office. A giant flag for the Giants flaps proudly. Taylor Swift's Blank Space plays softly in the background. The Rockies are an embarrassment to the Galactic League. Portland deserves baseball. Coors Field? A relic. Let's vaporize it. Heinz? Yes, of course. I present to you the ballpark vaporizinator. It will vaporize every last peanut shell and foam finger in that place. Do it before the next home game. If anyone gets in the way, tell them Taylor sent you. Meanwhile, a Doofenshmirtz ship descends from the sky. They're going to destroy Coors Field, but Perry the Platypus enters the ship as a fan. He removes his sunglasses and fedora to reveal himself. A Rockies fan? A Platypus Rockies fan? Perry the Platypus Rockies fan? Perry! Perry the Platypus! I should have known you'd show up to save this ridiculous ballpark, but you're too late! The Inator charges up. Stephanie, I am Taylor Swift, and you can't stop me. This is my era. Perry flips over the hot dog stands as Zimmer flies around on a hover umpire chair, trying to destroy Coors Field. Stephanie watches everything on a screen unfold, singing style, and Perry reaches the Inator, yanks the wire, and the Inator explodes. So Perry saves the day. Bit chaotic. Some concession stands get destroyed, but it's not the whole stadium. So everything is okay. Stephanie sobs into a Taylor Swift final record. Curse you, Perry the Platypus! Maybe next time we should try a nice press release instead, shall we? As he's covered in peanut shells because the concession stands kind of exploded on him. Perry walks into the sunset. Coors Field glows behind him. The crowd cheers as the Rockies finally win a game. As Coors Field is okay. And Doof, now to make up the money that he lost, is now running the concession stands at the stadium. Fantastic. The Spanish script wasn't that good. That was pretty good. That was good. All right, here's the game plan. We're going to be live in literally 20 minutes for the Guards-Phils game. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. GG9 signing off. See you guys in 20 minutes. We'll get that game underway. Thank you guys again. I will see you guys in 20 minutes.